sa corporation side. Okay? So, but instead, what we'll do is we will what? We will discuss both the side of the investor and the side of the corporation. So before we begin, let's first define what is a bond. Okay? So bond is actually a formal unconditional promise, okay, made under seal to pay a specified sum of money at a determinable future date and to make periodic interest payment at the stated rate, no, until the principal sum is paid. In short, a bond is actually an investment. All right. So this is an investment on the point of view of the investor. Once again, on the point of view of the investor, this is actually no considered to be an investment, meaning on the point of view of the investor, this is considered to be an asset. Okay. On the other hand, on the point of view of in debt securities. Okay. So here, let's begin by discussing investment in debt securities. Then later on, right, on the second part of our discussion, we will discuss bonds payable. So you need to listen very carefully because apparently, if you're able to understand the concepts of investment in debt securities, I believe that the concepts or the procedures in bonds payable, all right, can be easily understood as well. Okay? Because apparently, the concepts here are super similar. Sobrang similar po no, sa concepts ng bonds payable. Okay? So kapag na-gets mo itong investment in the securities, no doubt, okay, magigets mo pa din, magigets mo rin si bonds payable. Alright? Also, you need to listen very carefully because as we go along through our discussion, I'll teach you a lot of shortcuts. I'll teach you a lot of para bang Sorya notes. Meron na kasi tayong tinatawag na Sorya notes, no? Sa mga subscriber natin sa accounting lecture series, sanay na sa mga Sorya notes, no? So we have also Sorya notes here wherein I'll teach you no, kung paano ba mag-compute ng carrying amount, ng interest income, etc. Without what? Without preparing an amortization table. Alright, parang ganun. Okay? So with regards to investment in debt securities, once again, this is on the point of view of the investor. So nasa investor side po tayo. Okay? And apparently here, if we are on the point of view of the investor, don't get it wrong. Dito madalas magkamali ang mga bata. Dito madalas yung misconception. What's that? They thought na kapag bumili tayo ng bonds, the classification of that bond will automatically become what? Will automatically become investment, no? In financial asset at amortized cost, which is not always the case. Let me repeat myself. Kapag bumili ka ng bonds, hindi po siya automatically at amortized cost. According to IFRS number 9, there are 3 possible classification here. What are those? Investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. Pangalawa, investment in financial asset at fair value through other comprehensive income. Then pangatlo will be the investment in financial asset at amortized cost. Okay? So tatlo yung possible na maging classification ng investment natin dito. Hindi siya automatically at amortized cost. Maliwanag ba? Now, alamin natin kung kailan natin gagamitin yung bawat classification. So para mas madali natin yung maintindihan, no? Right? Let's use some flowchart. Okay? So here, the first question, no? In our flowchart, kapag ginawa kong diamond, right? Normally decision yan eh. Pero on my flowchart, gagawin ko siyang question. Okay? So first question here, are there 2 business models presented or present in the problem? So present ba yung dalawang business model natin? Sir, what are those 2 business model? The first business model is to collect contractual cash flows. Once again, the first business model is to collect contractual cash flows. Then the second business model is that the collection of contractual cash flows, contractual cash flows are purely collection of what? Are purely collection of principal and interest. Okay? Once again, present po ba no? Itong dalawang business model na to. Because here, in investment in debt securities, business model test po ang ating ginagawa. Okay? So if your answer here is no, once again, no, if your answer here will be no, pangit ng sulat ko, ulitin ko, sorry na. Okay, gusto ko kasi maayos eh. Okay, so if our answer here once again will be no, see to it that the classification of the investment will be what? Will be investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. So by default, once again, no, by default, we will be using FVPL, right? Sir, what if your answer here will be yes? right, what will be the next question or next step? The next step or the next question here is that you need to know first, no, whether the company elected the fair value option. Okay? So does the company elected the fair value option? Sir, ano po yung fair value option na yan? Well, ganito kasi yan. Okay? Every investor, no, on the date of recognition, once again, on the date of recognition, they have actually what? They have actually the chance or the option, okay, to elect this fair value option. Meaning, they have the chance to irrevocably present this investment at fair value through profit or loss. Okay? So kapag ang pinili nila dito is yung fair value option, meaning our answer is yes, automatically mag-FVPL pa din tayo. Okay? So ibig sabihin, possible na FVPL talagang maging classification. Baka hindi mo lang alam. Parang ganun, no? Yes, sir, what if your answer here will be no? Okay? Dito tayo. But if the answer is no, dito ko ilipat hindi na kasya dun eh. If our answer here will be no, there will be a last follow-up question. What's the last follow-up question, sir? The last follow-up question here is that, is there a third business model? Again, meron bang pangatlong business model? Okay? If your answer here will be no, again, if your answer here will be no, that's the time that we can present or we can use the classification which is investment in financial asset at amortized cost. So, dun lang natin magagamit yung at amortized cost. Hindi siya automatically at amortized cost. Madalas kasi yung mga estudyante nasasanay, no, na kapag may bonds, ay, at amortized cost yan. Hindi po ganun, according to IFRS 9. Okay? But if your answer here will be what? If your answer here will be yes, meaning may pangatlong business model tayo, see to it, no, that the classification of the investment will now be investment in financial asset at fair value through other comprehensive income. Okay? So sir, ano po ba yung pangatlong business model? The third business model here is to sell the financial asset. So we have, if we have the intention to sell the business asset, no? If our business model is not just the collection of contractual cash flow, but also by selling the financial asset, see to it that we can not use the amortized cost classification. So this time, what will be our classification? Our classification now will be FVOCI. Okay? So ngayon pa lang, once again, inuulit-ulit ko, hindi po tayo always naka-amortized cost. There are 3 possible classification here. Okay? So normally, kapag nagtuturo ako sa class, gusto ko nakakasunod yung mga estudyante ko. Okay? So chat section, please. Expect na hanggang mamaya, no? Tatanong-tanongin ko kayo. So chat section, please. Nakakasunod pa po ba sa discussion ni Sir Rain? Okay ka pa ba? Chat section, please. Yes po, yes po, yes sir, yes po. Alright, good job guys. Ayan, ganito. Isa-isa nating i-discuss, no? Again, let's discuss these 3 classification one by one. Okay? So start tayo dito sa FVPL since ito yung pinakamadali eh. Again, FVPL yung pinakamadali. Alright? So by the way, mamaya na yung bonds payable. Okay, babalikan natin yan. So bonds classified as investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. Right? So if the classification of our bond investment will be FBPL, what are the rules? What are the procedures? Right? So just refer no dito sa mga Sorya notes na to. So let's have Sorya notes with regards to FBPL if the classification is FBPL. Right? So what will be our first Sorya notes? Our first Sorya notes talks about the initial measurement. Again, let's talk about initial measurement of the investment. Okay? So talking about initial measurements, hello sir, magkiki-co-host po si Queenie Palmas. Okay? Aaron, kaya nyo atang i-co-host. Kapag co-host na kayo, I think kaya nyo ring i-co-host yung ibang ibang officer. Pero i-co-host ko na rin siya. Okay? Queen. May co-host. Alright, okay na. Okay, going back to my discussion, no? Initial measurement of this investment will actually be what? Will actually be the fair value. Okay? So fair value, once again, fair value, normally this is the purchase price. Once again, if we are the investor, tayo ang bumibili. Okay? So this is the purchase price excluding, again, excluding any accrued interest. So ibig sabihin, accrued interest just in case meron man, right, will not become part or will not be part of our initial measurement. Okay? sometimes itong fair value na to, hindi siya purchase price because purchase price is not available. So if that's the case, it will be the present value of contractual cash flows. Again, it will be the present value of the contractual cash flows. And once again, ano yung dalawang contractual cash flows natin? Principal and interest. Right? So sir, bakit nakita ko sa ibang libro, hindi lang yan fair value plus transaction cost. Well, mali po yun. Okay? Hindi po always kinakapitalize ang transaction cost. Okay? So if the classification, once again, please listen very carefully. If the classification of the investment or of the bond investment is FVPL, always remember that any transaction cost, once again, any transaction cost incurred will be expensed outright. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin, hindi po natin yan kinakapitalize as part of the initial measurement of the investment. What we do here is that these transaction costs are expensed outright. Okay? So, that's the initial measurement of the investment. Now, let's move on to the computation of interest received as well as interest income. Okay? So, if FVPL tayo, once again, if FVPL tayo, see to it that interest received and interest income computation will just be the same. Pareho lang sila. Right? So, sir, ano po yung computation? That will just be equal to the phased amount times the nominal rate. Again, phased amount times the nominal rate lang to. So, sir, ibig po bang sabihin yan, sa computation ng interest income, effective rate is just ignored? Yes, effective rate po is ignored here in the computation of interest income. Okay? So, kapag FVPL, hindi natin siya ginagamit. Pag FVPL, pareho lang yung receive at income and that is phased amount times the nominal rate. Okay? Eh, sir, ano po bang pinagkaiba ng nominal rate na yan at ng effective rate? Sige, explain natin to bago pa tayo makalayo, Okay? So, nominal rate, again, nominal rate, ito actually yung tinatawag natin na coupon rate. Sir, bakit siya natawag na coupon rate? Natawag yan na coupon rate because this is the rate stated in the bond indenture or in the bond certificate. Because parang shares nga ito. Pag bumili ka ng bonds, merong ding bond certificate kang ma-receive. Alright? Parang shares lang. Pag bumili ka ng shares, makaka-receive ka ng share certificate. Okay? So, in the bond certificate, meron dong rate na nakasulat. Yun yung dapat mong bayaran periodically. Right? Whether annually, semi-annually, quarterly, or kahit alinman. Okay? So, here, yung rate na yun yung tinatawag natin na stated rate or the nominal rate. Okay? So, nominal rate, normally, yan yung computation. Again, always, no? Talagay ko dito, always, this is the basis for the computation of interest received. Okay? So, hindi pwedeng maging basis yung effective rate ng interest received. Always nominal rate lang. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa effective. Effective is actually the true rate of interest. That is why this is the market rate of interest. Again, ito yung tinatawag natin na market rate of interest. Yan yung totoong rate if rate sa public or sa bangko ka umutang rather. Right? So now, hear me out. Sir, possible po na yung totoong rate is 10%, yet the agreed rate or the nominal rate is higher or below that true rate? Yes, that's possible. It's possible po that nominal rate is not the same sa effective rate. Okay? Well, dito sa FVPL, wala tayong problema doon because here in FVPL, once again, dito po sa FVPL, see to it that there will be no discount. Again, there will be no discount or premium amortization. Okay? So, lagi mong tatandaan, kapag FVPL, there will be no premium nor discount amortization. That's why dito sa FVPL, hindi pa natin ramdam yung difference ng effective at nominal. But later, dun sa second at third classification natin, mararamdaman na natin yung changes na tong dalawa or yung difference na tong dalawa. Right? Continuing my example, effective interest rate also is yung tinatawag natin na yield rate, right? Because apparently, right, as a general rule, once again, as a general rule, dyan dapat naka-base yung interest income. It's just that if FVPL tayo, hindi natin dyan binibase ang interest income. So, ibig sabihin, not always, lalagay ko dito not always na ito yung basis natin sa computation ng interest income. Okay? Because kapag FVPL nga tayo, interest income is still based on the nominal rate. Okay? So, I hope clear tayo, dun sa interest income and interest received computation dito sa FVPL. Okay? Next SORYA notes. Again, the next SORYA notes will be the subsequent measurement. Okay? So what will be the subsequent measurement, no, of this investment? Well, subsequent measurement will also be at fair value. Again, at fair value pa rin po tayo dito. Okay? Then apparently here, future, no? Again, future cost to sell, just in case na ibebenta mo yan, right, will just be what? Will just be ignored. Okay? So kapag may nakita ka sa problem na future cost to sell, future transaction cost, ignore mo lang po yan. Okay? Hindi po natin yan isasama sa ating computation. Okay? Then last but not the least, changes in economics. The symbol for change is triangle. Okay? So changes in fair value, once again, changes in fair value will actually be what? Will actually be recognized as profit, as gain or loss. Okay? So here, if there will be an increase, no, again, if there will be an increase in fair value, see to it that this is considered to be an unrealized, again, we have what we call here, unrealized gain. Okay? On the other hand, if there will be a decrease, again, if there will be a decrease in the fair value, this is on the other hand treated or recognized as unrealized loss. Okay? Now, hear me out. Anong pangalan ng investment? Investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. Meaning any unrealized gain or loss now must become part of our profit or loss. Alright? So these are all the SORYA notes that you need to remember, that you need to understand if the classification of the bond investment will be FVPL. Alright? So once again, chat section please. Again, chat section, clear po ba yung i-discussion ni Sir Rain? Nagigets pa po ba ang discussion niya? Chat section please. Yes sir, clear po. Yes po sir. Alright, good job guys. Now, let's apply all these concepts, no, to the problems bago pa sila mawala. Okay? So starting with illustrative problem number 1. Okay? So here, on January 1, 2026, Pepper Company. Sino dito nakakakilala kay Pepper? Chat section please. Kilala niyo si Pepper, right? Sino dito yung nakakakilala kay Pepper? Wala nakakakilala kay Pepper. Ayun, meron, right? Meron nakakakilala. Later, mamimit niyo si Pepper, right? So Pepper Company purchased 1 million 12% bonds for 972,000 inclusive, once again, inclusive of 12,000 transaction cost. Okay? Anong usapan natin kanina? Transaction cost ba is capitalized? The answer is no. Once again, transaction cost is not capitalized. Transaction cost is actually what? Is actually treated as expense. So if the 12,000 here, which is the transaction cost, is included, no, in the purchase price, which is equal to 972,000, see to it that we need to exclude here this or that transaction cost. So the initial measurement now, no, or the fair value of our investment here will only be equal to 960,000. That is equal to 972 minus 12 because we need to, okay, what? We need to para exclude transaction cost because that transaction cost is not capitalized. That transaction cost is expense outright. Okay? Interests are payable, no, on June 30 and December 31. The bonds are held as trading investment. Ibig sabihin, if trading investment, FBPL tayo. Okay? On October 31, 2026, Pepper sold 600,000 face value bonds for 101 plus accrued interest. Then on December 31, 2026, the bonds are quoted, no, at 120 pesos. Okay? So requirement number 1, how much is the initial measurement of the investment? Once again here, our final answer will be equal to 960,000. Okay? Not 972 because apparently we need to exclude the 12,000 transaction cost. Okay? Now, let's move on to the question in number 2. Question 2, how much is the gain or loss on sale on October 31, 2026? Okay? So here, let's prepare first, no, the journal entries para mas madali. Okay? So on January 1, 2026, the journal entry is to debit investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. That's equal to 960,000 pesos. We debit expense, right? Or we debit transaction cost, pwede rin naman, equal to 12,000 pesos and then we credit cash equal to 972,000 pesos. Okay? On June 30, magbabayad tayo ng interest makaka-receive tayo ng interest, magbabayad si corporation ng interest. Okay? Ilan yung basis ng interest? 12% daw. Kaso semi-annually tayo. Again, interest are payable semi-annually. Okay? So here, our journal entry is to debit cash. Then we credit interest income. Okay? Which is equal to how much? Well, this is actually equal to 1 million pesos. That's the face amount times the nominal rate, which is 12%. But apparently, once again, semi-annually tayo. That's why we need to multiply this further by 6/12. So magkano to? 1 million times 0.06. This is equal to 60,000 pesos. Okay? Now, ano nangyari? On October 1, binenta daw natin, yung October 31 ba? October 31, sorry na. On October 31, binenta daw natin yung 600,000 face amount. Magkano? For 101. So here, we debit cash. Again, we debit cash equal to 600,000 times 101% because the quotation, kapag bonds ang pinag-uusapan, will always be a percentage. Okay? So 600,000 times 1.01, this is actually equal to 606,000 pesos. Plus accrued interest pa pala. Okay? Plus accrued interest. So ibig sabihin, wag muna nating i-close yung parenthesis. Okay? So plus accrued interest. The question here is magkano yung accrued interest? 600,000 lang yung binenta. So 600,000 times 12% times ilang buwan kaya? Now, hear me out. Mahalaga to. Kailan yung next na pagbabayad ng interest? Dapat sa December 31 pa, Because last na receipt ng interest is June 30. Then yung kasunod, December 31. October 31, binenta na. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na umabot ng December 31. So, may accrued interest ngayon tayo. Magkano kaya yon? From June 30, which is the time that we recognize interest, to October 31, ilang buwan yon? Again, June 30 to October 31, ilan yon? July, August, September, October. That's 4 months, So, we'll multiply this by 4/12 because once again, this is a period from June 30 to October 31. Kasi October 31 nangyari yung bentahan. Okay? So, 600,000 times 0.12 times 4/12, our accrued interest now will be equal to 24,000. So, we'll debit cash now equal to 600,000 times 1.01. Okay? Plus 24,000 or the total debit to cash will be equal to 630,000 pesos. Again, the total debit to cash will be equal to 630,000 pesos. Okay? Now, we'll also credit what? We'll also credit interest income, syempre, kasi nag-earn tayo dito ng interest. That's the accrued interest and that's equal to 24,000 pesos as computed. Okay? Then apparently, nagbenta tayo. So, we need to credit now investment in what? Investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. The question here is magkano? Tama ba? Magkano yung ating i-credit dito? Well, see to it na yung measurement natin at the beginning is 960,000. Again, measurement at the beginning is 960. Etong 960 na to, this is good for what? This is good for 1 million face amount bonds. So if we are just selling 600,000 face amount bonds, we need to multiply this now by 600,000 and then we'll divide this by 1 million because kailangan natin i-prorate yung 960. Okay? So 960 times 600 divided by 1 million, this is equal to 576,000 pesos. Again, this is equal to 576,000 pesos. Okay? Now, hear me out. We need to compare the selling price. Again, we need to compare the selling price as well as the carrying amount. Why? Because apparently, if the selling price is higher than the carrying amount, kailangan nating mag-recognize ng gain on sale. But if the carrying amount is higher, kailangan naman nating mag-recognize ng loss on sale. Okay? So here, selling price natin is magkano? Our selling price will actually be equal to, magkano to? This is equal to 600,000 times 101% or magkano yun? 600,000 times 1.01, this is equal to 606,000. While on the other hand, the carrying amount of our investment that we are selling is 576,000. So mas malaki ang selling price. 576 lang. Yung binebenta natin, makaka-receive tayo ng 606. So obviously here, there will be a gain. Again, here, there will be a gain. Magkano yung gain? 606 minus 576, this is equal to 30,000 pesos. Again, this is equal to 30,000 pesos. That's why here, we credit, no? We credit gain on sale, and that's equal to 30,000 pesos. So this is now the journal entry on October 31. That is the date of sale. Okay? Now, let me continue, no? Our discussion. So on December 31, we need to recognize interest once again. Okay? So we debit cash here, we credit interest income. It's just that the interest now will only be based to what? Will only be based to 400,000 because apparently we already sold 600,000. Okay, so 400 na lang ang natitira. We multiply this by 12% once again and then times 6 over 12. So magkano to? 400,000 times 0.12 divided by 2, or this is equal, no, to 24,000 pesos. So debit cash, credit interest income equal to 24,000 pesos. Okay? Then last but not the least, no, kailangan nating i-remeasure yung investment because as discussed a while ago, subsequent measurement will be at fair value, then any increase or decrease will be recognized in profit or loss. Okay? So dito magkano na yung carrying amount natin? Sabi ng problem, on December 31, 2026, the bonds are quoted at 120. So ang ibig sabihin, carrying amount at the end of 2026 now will be equal to the remaining bonds, which is equal to 400,000 times 120%, or magkano yan? 400,000 times 1.2, this is equal to magkano? 400,000 times 1.2, this is equal to 480,000. Okay? Magkano ba yung natitirang carrying amount natin? Carrying amount. Saan ko susulat? Wala na akong susulatan. No? Dagdag na lang ako. Okay? Carrying amount of the 400,000 bonds will be equal to magkano? Well, 960 yung measurement natin at the beginning. So 960, okay, times 400,000 divided by 1 million, or magkano yung carrying amount? The carrying amount is equal to 384,000. Okay? Once again, magkano yung fair value of the 400,000 remaining bonds? Well, that's equal to 400,000 times 120%, or once again, that is equal to 480. Okay? So from 384, once again, from 384, naging 480. So obviously here, meron tayong tinatawag na unrealized gain. Again here, we have unrealized gain. And magkano yan? 480 minus 384, that is equal to 96,000 pesos. So the journal entry here, no, is to increase the investment amount. So investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss will be debited by 96,000 pesos. Then apparently will credit unrealized gain that will be included in profit or loss, and that's equal to 96,000 pesos. Okay? So these are the journal entries, no, for this problem. Now, number 2, how much is the gain or loss on sale on October 31? Our final answer, no, will be equal to 30,000 because that is the amount of gain that we computed a while ago. Number 3, how much is the total interest income? I'll give you 2 ways, no, to compute or on how to compute interest income. First is by plus and minus. Okay, plus minus lang to. Okay, so June 30, we recognize 60,000. So 60,000. And then apparently on October 31, we recognize 24. So plus 24,000. And then on December 31, we recognize another 24,000. So plus 24,000 as well. Or this is equal to 108,000 pesos. Okay? Alternatively, in computing the interest income, you can also what? You can also, okay, segregate, no, the 1 million face amount bonds into 2. 600 and 400. The 600 will be multiplied by 12% and then will be multiplied further by 10 over 12. Sir, why 10 over 12? Because apparently, this bond, which is 600,000, is only outstanding from January 1. Again, from January 1 to October 31. So 10 months lang siya mag-earning interest. On the other hand, the other 400,000 is outstanding all throughout the year. So times 12 over 12 yan. Okay? So 600,000 times 0.12 times 10 over 12, this is equal to 60,000 pesos. And 400,000 times 0.12 times 12 over 12, this is equal to 48,000 pesos, and then apparently the total interest income for the year will now be equal to 108,000 pesos. So pareho lang no dun sa na-compute nating interest income dito. Okay? Then last but not the least, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds on December 31? So as computed a while ago, fair value is 480. Usapan natin kanina, subsequent measurement will be the fair value. So ibig sabihin, requirement number 4, 480,000 now will be our final answer. Again, requirement 4, 480,000 will be our final answer. Okay? So that's investment in financial asset at fair value through profit or loss classification of bond investment. Okay? So chat section please. Again, chat section, gets po ba? Again, gets po ba ang FBPL? Na-gets ba yung number 1? Gets po yung problem number 1, guys? Yes po. Gets po. Clear po, sir. Alright, good job, guys. Hopefully, nakakasunod pa, no? Okay? Because ganito ako magturo. Gusto ko kasi pati ako nagsusulat, no? Parang ano lang, parang face-to-face class lang na naka-whiteboard. Right? For me kasi, ano eh, for me kasi, ay tipo bang gusto ko same yung effort ko sa mga estudyante ko. Okay? That is why kung nagsusulat ang mga estudyante ko, gusto ko, nagsusulat din ako. Right? Para ma-inspire sila magsulat. Okay? So guys, nagsusulat ba kayo? Sino dito yung may pen and paper ngayon at nagsusulat? Meron ba dito yung may pen and paper at nagsusulat? Meron? Wala. So parang movie lang to, no? Parang movie lang pala tong ginagawa niyo. Joke lang. Meron. Right? By the way, Aaron ba yan? Aaron, Queenie, ano, no? Remind nyo ako after our webinar, maybe later this afternoon, to send, no, a copy of this presentation para ma-review rin nila before their final examination. Okay? So, remind nyo na lang ako, tapos send natin sa mga batang to. Okay? So now, punta tayo sa kasunod. Ito na yung excited kayo eh. The next classification will be the investment in financial asset at amortized cost. Okay? So kapag amortized cost, nag-comply tayo dun sa dalawang business model. Okay? Ano yung dalawang yan? Collection of contractual cash flows, and then second is that the collection is purely collection of principal and interest. Okay? So pag-usapan ngayon natin yung ating initial measurement. Okay? So Sorianos pa rin tong mga to, no? Hopefully, natutuwa kayo sa mga Sorianos na to. Because yung mga estudyante ko natutuwa eh. Mas madali daw maalala at intindihin yung mga concepts through these Sorianos kasi nakasummarize eh. Okay? So Sorianos here will be first talks about the initial measurement. So initial measurement muna ulit tayo. Okay? So with regards, no? Again, with regards to initial measurement, the initial measurement this time is different. Why? Because this time it will be equal to fair value plus the transaction cost. Again, plus the transaction cost. Sir, bakit ganon? Akala ko ba transaction cost is expense? Bakit nyo po kinapitalize? Well, wag mong paghahaluin to. Marami nang nagkamali dito. So please, wag mong paghahaluin ha. Kapag FVPL tayo, once again, kapag FVPL po tayo, transaction cost is expense. Pero kapag, situate na kapag FAAC tayo, financial asset at amortized cost, situate, no, the transaction costs are actually capitalized. Alright? So, magkaiba ang treatment ng transaction cost. Okay? So, chat section please. Nangangako bang hindi yun kakalimutan na kapag FVPL, expense ang transaction cost, pero kapag FAAC, capitalize, gets po ba yun guys? Chat section please. Walang magpapalito doon ha. Right? Kasi marami nang nagkamali dyan. Promise. They thought always expense. Others, akala nila always capitalize. Hindi po. Nakadepende pa sa classification. Okay? Now, punta tayo. By the way, fair value plus transaction cost is the same kanina. It might be the purchase price or it might be the present value of the contractual cash flows. Okay? Now, let's move on here in the computation of interest received as well as the computation of interest income. Sir, bakit magkahiwalay? Akala ko ba kanina pareho lang yan? Well, under FVPL, pareho. Yes. Again, balikan natin yung kanina. Nasaan na ba yung Sorianots kanina? Kapag FVPL tayo, interest received and interest income are just the same. Pareho ang computation. That is fees times nominal rate. Pero ibahin mo, no, itong FAAC. Because under FAAC, interest income this time is not the same sa interest received. Okay? So interest received is equal to the phased amount times the nominal rate. Again, phased amount times the nominal rate lang po ito. Okay? Then apparently interest income on the other hand will be equal to the carrying amount at the beginning times the effective rate. So, ang ibig sabihin, if the computation is not the same, see to it now that the amount that we can compute here will also not be the same. Okay? So, hindi na po sila pareho. Hopefully, clear tayo dun, no? Okay? So, here, punta ngayon tayo saan? Punta ngayon tayo sa subsequent measurement natin. Again, let's now move on here, no? Sa subsequent measurement natin. Okay? So, subsequent measurement here will not be, no, the fair value. Ulitin ko, hindi po fair value ang subsequent measurement natin. So, sir, what will be the subsequent measurement? Ano to? Ang tawag dito? Obvious to sa pangalan ng classification. Kung kanina, investment in financial asset at fair value, kaya fair value, no, yung subsequent measurement, this time, anong pangalan? Investment in financial asset at amortized cost. Ibig sabihin, our subsequent measurement now is yung tinatawag natin, no, na amortized cost. Again, subsequent measurement will be the amortized cost. Okay? The question here is on how to compute, no, the amortized cost. Okay? So, amortized cost will be equal, no, to carrying amount at the beginning. Again, this is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning. Don't get it wrong. Kailangan kong sabihin to. So, kinig ka na mabuti. Carrying amount at the end of last year, again, carrying amount at the end of last year will be the same, no, sa carrying amount at the beginning of this year. Okay? Likewise, the carrying amount at the end of this year will automatically become the carrying amount at the beginning of the following year. Alright? So, yung carrying amount sa isang taon, the following year, yun yung magiging carrying amount at the beginning. So, sir, pag mali yung carrying amount ko at the end of 2020, mamamali yung carrying amount ko at the beginning of 2021? Obviously, yes. Okay? So, now, nung gagawin natin sa carrying amount na yan, meron tayong ipa-plus or meron tayong ima-minus. So, plus or minus yan. Okay? Once again, or plus or minus. So, sir, anong ina-add natin? We are adding here, no what? We are adding here what we call the discount amortization. Again, meron tayong tinatawag na discount amortization. Okay? Then, apparently, meron tayong tinatawag din na premium amortization. So, kapag premium amortization naman tayo, minus naman. So, sir, bakit may or? Please take note na may word na or dito. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng magsabay ang discount at premium. Kapag premium, premium lang. Kapag discount, discount lang. Right? Parang sa real life lang. Kapag dalawa sila, isa lang, wag mong pagsasabayin. Pag siya lang, wag mo na nga ano yun yung isa. Tama ba? Right? Ganun din dito. Pag premium, premium lang. Pag discount, discount lang. Tama ba guys? Okay, wag kayong tumulat kay Aaron. Joke lang, no? Hindi ko kilala si Aaron. Baka bigla. Right? I-bash na ako na no? Eh, subscriber ko na. Kung pa naman to sa accounting lecture series. Basta, tapos baka bigla nag-unsubscribe, no? Dahil binuli ko. Alright? Anyway, joke lang yun, Aaron. Okay? Now, let's talk about premium or discount muna. Alright? Before natin i-continue yung discussion natin ng amortization. Okay? So here, may clue ako sa inyo. Para malaman mo if merong discount or premium, actually here, you can compare, no, effective rate and nominal rate. Again, para malaman natin if meron bang premium or discount, you can just easily compare effective rate and the nominal rate. Okay? So if the effective rate, no, or the yield rate is higher than the nominal rate, expect that what? Expect that there will be what? There will be a discount. Again, kapag yung effective rate po mas mataas sa nominal rate, may discount tayo. Okay? But if the nominal rate, no, once again, if the nominal rate is higher than the effective rate, mas malaki yung stated rate of interest, expect that there is a premium. Okay? So ano po ba yung discount na yan? Well, nangyayari yung discount na yan if the present value, no, again, if the present value is actually lower than the face amount. Again, if the present value is lower than the face amount. On the other hand, premium, nangyayari naman yan if the present value, no, is higher than the face amount. Sige, baliktarin ko to para para hindi ka malito. Okay? So kapag discount, once again, no, effective rate is higher than the nominal rate. So here, face amount is also higher than the present value. On the other hand, kapag premium, nominal rate is higher. So kapag premium, see to it that present value is the one that is higher. Right? Para pareho yung sign. Pareho yung direction. Okay? So ngayon ganito. What is the goal of amortization? Again, what is the goal of amortization? Kailangan kasi nating malaman no, kung ano yung concept ng amortization, ano yung goal ng amortization para mas magets natin kung bakit ganito yung ginagawa natin. Okay? The goal of amortization no, is that at the end or at maturity date, again, the goal is that at maturity date, see to it that what? See to it that this time, the face amount no, will be equal to what? Will be equal to the carrying amount. Again, ang goal ng amortization is that at the end of the useful life or the life of the bonds, meaning at maturity date, yung face amount equal na siya sa carrying amount. Okay? Magagawa natin yan through amortization. Okay? Because apparently, through amortization, as you can see, anong meron pag discount? Pag discount, mababa yung present value. So para ma-equate yan sa face amount, kailangan natin itong what? Kailangan natin pataasin ang present value. Tama ba? That is why discount amortization is actually added. That's the reason behind that. Okay? On the other hand, kapag mayroon tayong premium, mataas ang present value. So para mag-equal yung face at present value, kailangan nating pababay ng present value every period. That's the very reason why premium amortization on the other hand is actually deducted. Okay? Yun yung rason kung bakit ina-add ang discount amortization at nililess no, ang premium amortization natin. Okay? So now, ang question here is kung paano ba mako-compute no, itong amortization na to. How to compute amortization, no? Amortization, okay, of premium or discount. Of premium or discount. Okay? Paano yan? Well, pareho lang po yung computation. No? Amortization of premium or discount is actually just the difference. No? Again, this is just the difference between interest received and interest income. Again, ito lang naman yung pinagkaiba ng interest received at ng interest income natin. Okay? Because once again, as discussed a while ago, magkaiba po yung interest received at yung interest income natin. So yung difference ng dalawa, yun yung tinatawag natin na premium or discount amortization. Okay? Then this amortization rule is based on the effective interest method. Again, naka-base yan, no? Again, naka-base itong discussion na to yun sa tinatawag natin na effective interest method. Sir, bakit effective interest method yung tinuro nyo? Because apparently, this is the sole method mandated by IFRS number 9. Again, effective interest method is the sole method mandated kasi by IFRS number 9. So sir, hindi po pwedeng gamitin yung straight line method at bond outstanding method na tinuturo kay Sir Valix. Well, hindi po yun pwedeng gamitin. Unless the amount of discount and premium amortization will be the same. Pero medyo imposible yun. That is why we cannot use straight line no, and bond outstanding method. The only method that we can use in amortizing no, the bonds will be the effective interest method. Okay? So that's all the concepts that you need to know no, here sa FAAC. Okay? So before I move to the problem, chat section please. Again, chat section, gets pa po bang discussion ni Sir Ray? Okay ka pa? Clear pa ba guys? Hindi na yata nakikinig yung iba, no? Okay, hindi na nagre-reply eh. Clear pa ba? Clear pa? Gets po. Opo, gets pa po, sir. Alright, good. Now, punta tayo dito sa illustrative problem number 2. Okay? So here, in illustrative problem number 2, we'll talk about investment no, in financial asset at amortized cost. Okay? Marami akong Sorya notes na nakatago pa dito. Okay? So, kinig ka muna. On January 1, 2025, 13 company. Sino na dito yung nakapanood ng 13? Meron ba dito yung nakapanood na ng 13? Okay? Wala bang Liza Soberano fans dito? Right? Or hindi kayo nagtagalog dub? Okay? Mukhang wala. Walang nagdi-Netflix. Tama yan. Aral muna kayo. Okay? Huwag kayong gagaya kay Sir Ray na walang ibang ginagawa kundi mag-Netflix. Okay? Joke lang. 13 company acquired 10%, 2 million phased amount bonds that will mature no, on December 31, 2028. Okay? So 10% will be our stated rate or yung tinatawag natin na nominal rate. 2 million on the other hand will be the phased amount of the bonds. Okay? If December 31, 2028, again, if December 31, 2028, yung maturity date natin, ilang taon to? Ilang taon, ilang period? January 1, 2025 to December 31, 2028 is equal to 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 periods. Okay? So 4 years. Again, 4 years bago siya mag-mature. Okay? Now, anong meron? Interest is payable annually on December 31, and then the bond will yield a 12% effective rate per year. So if 12% is the effective and then apparently 10% is the nominal, what do I expect here? Again, what do I expect here? Chat section please. Premium ba or discount ang ina-expect natin dito? Tinuro ko yun sa'yo kanina, no? Kino-compare natin yung nominal at effective. Chat section please. Discount or premium? Anong ina-expect natin dito? Guys? Right. Good job, guys. Tama kayo. We expect a discount here. All right. Discount because apparently the effective rate is higher than the nominal rate. Okay. So, sir, pag yung na-compute kong present value, mas mataas sa 2 million pesos, mali na ako. Automatically, mali ka na po. Okay. So, dapat yung present value na mako-compute natin dito, mas mababa sa 12%. Okay. So, here, kakailanganin natin ng dalawang present value factor. Okay. Because dalawa yung pini-present value natin dito. Principal and interest. Okay? So here, compute muna natin magkano yung interest received. So interest received, once again, is equal to the phased amount, which is equal to 2 million, times the nominal rate, which is equal to 10%. So 2 million times 10% is actually equal to 200,000 pesos. Again, this is equal to 200. Okay? So principal is equal to 1 million pesos. Joke lang, 2 million pesos. Principal is equal to 2 million pesos, while interest, on the other hand, is equal to 200,000 pesos. Okay? So, isn't it, guys? Sinabihan ko kayo na, actually, nakisuyo ako kay Sir Mark, no? Sabi sa inyo ni Sir Mark, before attending this special review or special lecture sa IAC number 2, right? In Intermediate Accounting number 2, kailangan nyo munang panoorin yung 7-minute video ko sa YouTube. Pinanood nyo ba yon? Guys, sino nanood dito ng present value computation, yung time value of money? Pinanood ba, guys? Guys? Or hindi nyo napansin sa announcement? Napanood ba? Napanood? Yes po, sir. Yes po. Alright. So, I assume now na marunong na kayong mag-present value. Okay? So, now, I'll ask you, please compute and put on the comment section or on the chat section. No? Gusto ko kasi may participation din kayo. No? Okay? So, please put on the chat section, magkano yung present value of 1 using 12% no, for 4 years. Again, paki-compute po yung present value of 1 using 12% for 4 periods. Okay? So, ilan po ito? Ilan ang lalabas dito? 0 point. Tama yun, 0 point. Alright, hindi lang tinapos, no? Alright, present value of 1 will be 0.6355. Alright, good job, guys. Now, present value of ordinary annuity po. Ilan? Present value of ordinary annuity kasi yung sa interest, annuity tayo dito eh. Kasi every period, annually tayo eh. Ilan kapag present value of ordinary annuity? This is equal to 3.0373. Okay? Good job, guys. Okay, I'm proud of you. Now, punta tayo dito. 2 million times 0.6355. This is equal to 1271. Okay? Then 200,000 times 3.0373. This is equal to 607,460. Okay? So the present value now, once again, the present value now no, of the investment is magkano? 1271 plus 607,460 or this is equal to 1878,460. Again, this is equal to 1878,460. Okay? Yan. Bibigyan kita ng alternative computation kung paano mo yan mako-compute. Right? Pero, syempre may difference kasi nag-round off tayo ng present value factor. Okay? So, sir, what will be the alternative computation? Well, isn't it? Meron tayo or alam natin yung nominal rate. Okay? Alam natin yung nominal rate at yung effective rate. Okay? Nominal rate is 10%. Effective rate is 12%. So, the difference is actually equal to 2%. Tama ba? Again, the difference is equal to 2%. Okay? So itong 2% na to, i-multiply mo sa phased amount, which is equal to 2 million pesos. Again, phased amount, no, will be equal to 2 million. Magkano mako-compute mo dito? 2 million times 2%. This is equal to 40,000. Okay? Then itong 40,000 na to, i-multiply mo sa present value of ordinary annuity. That's equal to 3.0373, which is once again our present value of ordinary annuity. May mako-compute ka dito eh. Anong mako-compute mo? 40,000 times 3.0373 is actually equal to 121,492. Okay? So sir, ano yung 121,492 na yan? Well, depende. Alamin mo muna. If effective rate is higher, this is a discount. If the nominal rate is higher, this is a premium. Well, sabi natin kanina dito, may discount dapat tayo. So this 121,492 now is considered to be a discount. Again, this is now a discount. Liwanag. So the present value now will be equal, no, to the face amount of 2 million. Kapag may discount, mas mababa ang present value. So minus 121,492 or yung present value na mako-compute mo dito, no, will be equal to 187. Ano to? 2 million minus 121,492. This is equal to 1,878, okay, 508. Okay, there's a difference. Once again, there's a difference of 48 pesos, but that is just due to the rounding off error because we round off present value factors to 4 decimal places. Okay, so chat section please. Clear pa po ba ang turo ni Sir Rin? Nakakasunod pa po ba? Okay, okay pa. Nakakasunod pa rin po ba, guys? Chat section, please. Yes po. Clear pa po, sir. Clear po. Alright, good job, guys. Now, let's move on to the second requirement. We're done with the first requirement. That's to compute the initial measurement of the bond. Second requirement, no, is to prepare an amortization table. Okay? So, dito sa amortization table natin, meron tayo ditong date, no? Again, we have here date. Anong lalagyan natin? January 1, 2025, December 31, 2025, December 31, 2026, December 31, 2027, and then December 31, 2028 kasi hanggang December 31, 2028 daw tayo. Okay? Next column will be the interest received. Interest received annually is fixed. Hindi naman nagbabago yung face amount. Hindi rin nagbabago yung nominal rate. So this is 200, 200, 200, and then last 200,000. Okay? Interest income, ito yung nagbabago kasi nagbabago yung carrying amount eh. Difference between the two will be what we call the amortization, and then here, last column will be the carrying amount. Okay? So carrying amount on January 1, 2025 is 1,878, okay, 460. Okay, 1,878, 460. Okay? Now, paano i-compute yung interest income? Sabi natin kanina, interest income, no, is equal to carrying amount beginning times the effective rate. So 1,878,460, again, 1,878,460 times, okay, 12%, kasi 12% ang effective. Our interest income here will be equal to 225,415. Okay? The difference between interest income and interest received, once again, is what we call the amortization. So, amortization is 25,415. Okay? Now, hear me out, guys. Anong meron? Well, kapag discount amortization, kailangan niyang i-add. Tama ba? So, i-add natin yung 25,415 sa 1,878,460 para ma-compute yung carrying amount, no? So, the carrying amount now is 1,878,460 plus 25,415, where this is equal to 1,903,875. Okay? Now, hear me out. Multiply mo ulit yan, 12%. Okay? So, ang interest income natin is 228,465. Difference between the two is magkano? The difference is equal to 28,465. Okay? I-add mo ulit. So, plus 1,903,875. This is equal to 1,932,340. Okay? Multiply mo ulit ang 12% para ma-compute yung interest income. This is equal to 231,881. Tanggalin mo yung 200,000, mako-compute yung amortization, and that's equal to 31,881. I-add mo ulit. So, plus 1,932,340. This is equal no, to 1964, okay, 221. Again, this is equal to 1964,221. Pangit, no? Pagkakasulat. Pwede ko lang. 1964,221. Okay? Then apparently, what is our goal? Our goal is on the date of maturity phase is equal to carrying amount. So if force balance natin yung phase amount, dapat 2 million to. Ibig sabihin ngayon, magkano dapat yung amortization? Our amortization now no, will be equal to 2 million minus 1964,221. Okay? So magkano to? This must be equal to 35,779. Okay? Then apparently, dapat mas mataas ang interest income eh. So the interest income now will be equal to 235,779. So finors balance din natin yung interest income. Paano? Well, 200,000 interest received plus 35,779. So sir, bakit ganyan yung ginawa mo sa maturity date? Well, kapag minultiply ko kasi no, yung 1964, again, kapag minultiply ko yung 1964,221 by how many percent? By 12%, ang mako-compute nating interest income dito is magkano? 1964,221 times 12%. Ang mako-compute is 235, okay, 708 lang. Okay? So there will be a difference of magkano? 779 minus 708. There's a difference of 71 pesos. So hindi sasakto no, etong 2 million pesos na to. So para sumakto on the maturity date, ifo-force balance na natin yun. Okay? Sir, bakit may difference na 71 pesos? The difference of 71 pesos, always remember, no, is just due to the rounding off of present value factor. Again, due lang yun to the rounding off of present value factor. Okay? So, chat section, please. Again, chat section, nagets po ba ang preparation ng amortization table? Gets po ba, guys? Gets ba? Chat section, please. Yes po, sir. Gets po. Yes po. Alright, good job, guys. Now, hear me out. Okay? The procedure, kapag may premium tayo is actually the same. Again, kapag may premium tayo, yung procedure ng preparation pareho lang. The only difference is that in the computation of carrying amount, this time, premium amortization, again, this time, no, premium amortization will actually be what? Will actually be deducted. Once again, the only difference is kapag premium amortization tayo, premium amortization is deducted. Kapag discount kasi added eh. Right? Yun lang yung pinagkaiba. But other than that, right, the procedure will just be the same. Okay? Ngayon, bibigyan kita ng Sorianotes no, on how to easily what? On how to easily solve this. Okay? So, Sorianotes tayo. Okay? Sorianotes number 1. Meron tayong dalawang Sorianotes dito eh. Okay? Next page na lang natin para mas malinaw. Okay? So, lalagay ko dito. Sorianotes. So, meron akong dalawang Sorianotes na ibibigay sa inyo. Right? Secret natin to ha. Again, secret lang natin to ha. Huwag yung sasabihin to kahit kanina. Joke lang. Nagdamot eh. No? Okay? So, Sorianotes number 1 will be syempre yung Sorianotes na to all about computation to. No? Computation of carrying amount. Okay? So, Sorianotes number 1 is the computation of carrying amounts by using the present value. Present value pa rin. Present value of principal and then present value no, of interest. Okay? Let's say gusto nating makuha itong present value na to which is 1932,340. Okay? So kapag gusto nating makuha yan, okay, ilan pa ba yung natitira bago mag-mature? From this date up to this date, ang natitira pa will be 2 periods. Again, 2 years pa. Tama ba? Again, may natitira pang 2 years. So ipi-present value ngayon natin itong 2 million na to na principal, and then yung 200,000 na interest, but this time, 2 periods lang. Okay? So, compute ulit natin yung present value factor. Okay? This time, 2 periods. So, 1.12 ulit 12% po ulit. Okay? So, ilan yung present value of 1? Using 12% for 2 periods. Ilan yung lumalabas, guys? Chat section, please. 0. Okay, ilan yung lumalabas? 0.7972. Okay? Then present value of ordinary annuity, ilan po? 2 periods lang din, 12%. This is equal to 1.69, okay, 01. Again, this is 1.6901. Okay? So 2 million times 0.7972, this is equal to 1,594,400. Then 200,000 times 1.6901, this is actually equal to 338,020. kapag pinag-add natin to, ito pa din yung carrying amount as of December 31, no? 2020, ilan yun? 2026, which is equal to magkano? This is equal to 1,594,400 plus 338,020, or this is equal to 1,932, okay, 420. There is just a difference, no? Magkano yung difference? The difference is 420 minus 340. The difference is 80 pesos. There is a difference of 80 pesos that is just due to the rounding off of present value factors. But apparently, multiple choice naman, no? Yung doon sa ano natin, sa board exam natin. And apparently, if wala namang multiple choice or walang choices yung exam nyo, I think, no, you can ask the professor to consider few rounding off error. Okay? So 1,932,420 will just be acceptable just like this 1,932,340. The difference of 80 is just due to the rounding off of present value factors. Okay? So that is the first Sorianotes with regards to the other computation of carrying amount. Okay? The second Sorianotes, no, is, I think, mas magugustuhan nyo to. Carrying amount at the end, again, carrying amount at the end, nagagamit to, whether premium or discount, will always be equal to carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate, again, times 1 point effective rate, and then minus interest received, again, minus interest received. Okay? Magagamit po yan kahit premium. Whether premium or discount, kagamit-gamit yan. Apply natin yan. No? Okay? Try natin. On your calculators, again, on your calculator, 1,878,460. Yun yung carrying amount natin at the beginning. Let's multiply this, no, by 1.12. So times 1.12 minus interest received na 200,000, lumalabas si 1,903,875. Tama ba? Ulitin mo. Times 1.12 minus 200,000, lumalabas si 1,932,340. Okay? Multiply mo ulit yan ng 1.12 minus 200,000, lalabas si 1,964,221. Okay? And last, times 1.12 minus 200,000, syempre, lalabas dapat yung 2 million. Kaso, may difference na magkano? May difference na 72 pesos due to rounding off na of present value factors. Right? Ibig sabihin, if alam mo, itong Sorianotes na to, I think no need to prepare the amortization table. Eh sir, paano pag interest income ang kino-compute? Well, madali lang. Alam mo na yung carrying amount at the end, tama ba? And sabi ko kanina, carrying amount at the end of this year will automatically the same sa carrying amount at the beginning of the following year. So, ang ibig sabihin ngayon, if the computation of interest income is equal to what? Is equal to carrying amount at the beginning times the effective rate, and alam mo na yung carrying amount at the beginning, kayang-kaya mo na rin makompute yung interest income. Okay? Let's say ang kino-compute, no, is interest income for the year 2028. So to compute the interest income sa 2028, ang ilalagay mo dito is carrying amount at the end of 2027, okay, which is na-compute mo using this shortcut, times the effective rate. So ibig sabihin, without preparing this amortization table, you can also compute the interest income. Baka itanong mo to, sir, paano kapag amortization ng tanong? Well, naka-fix ang interest received. Alam mo na kung paano i-compute yung interest income. So malamang madali na lang din si amortization. So actually, if alam mo itong Sorianotes na to, you don't have to prepare this lengthy amortization table because apparently you can just easily compute the carrying amount. If you know the computation of carrying amount, you can easily compute interest income. And if you know interest income, alam mo na rin i-compute yung amortization. Alright? So that's illustrative problem number 2. Okay? Nagets po ba yung discussion ni Sir Rain? Right? Nagets po ba yung Sorianotes ni Sir Rain? Nagustuhan po ba? Nagustuhan? Okay, chat section please. Okay ba tayo guys? Yes po. Yes po. Super dali. Yes po sir. Yes po. Right? Opo. Yes po. Super helpful. Alright. Good job guys. Good job. I'm glad no, na nakakatulong ako sa inyo. Alright. So now, ganito. Before we move on no, to the next part of our discussion, I believe kasi no, na a human mind, normal human mind, no, can only absorb things for a period of 50 minutes. 50 minutes lang, max. After 50 minutes, nag-i-start na yung mag-deteriorate. Then apparently, after 1.5 hour, medyo lutang na yan. Again, super lutang na ang utak after 1.5 hour. And since it's already 10:23, 1.5 hour na yung lumipas, I think if itutuloy ito, lutang ka na, hindi mo na ma-absorb. So let's first take a healthy break, right? Para after the break, right, tipo bang full efficiency na ulit, no? Complete na ulit yung, right, para bang capability ng utak mo to absorb things. Okay? So let's have a very quick break lang. Right, let's say 7 minutes lang. Right, 7 minutes short break. Okay? See you guys at 10:30. Okay? Queenie, Aaron, the floor is yours again. So let's continue, no, our discussion. So dito may nag-chat sa akin na, Sir, di ko po na-screenshot yung Soriano. Sure. Right, screenshot mo. Para ano, para makuha mo rin later, no? Okay? Ba't ganun? Sira ba siya? Okay. Ayun na. Now, let's move on to the next part of our discussion. What if? Again, what if, no? Gusto ko, ganito eh. Sulit na sulit, no? Okay? I don't know if makakapagturo pa ako ulit dito sa PUP eh. Right? That is why gusto ko, tipo bang sulit na sulit, okay? Yung chance na binigay sa akin. Okay? Para bang ang dami kong may impart sa inyo. Okay? So, lahat ng possible na mangyari, gusto ko para bang matouch natin. Okay? So now, what if the acquisition of bonds is not on interest date, but in between interest date? What do I mean by that? What do you mean by that, sir? Well, ang ibig ko lang naman sabihin dito is that, let's say, January 1, yung date of issuance, and then apparently, okay, December 31 is the payment of interest. So supposedly, if January 1 yung issuance, dapat January 1 mo rin binili. Eh what if wala ka pang pambili ng January 1? So hinayaan mo muna ng ibang tawang bumili, then apparently dito ka nag-purchase. So dito mo siya pinurchase on, let's say, April 1. Okay? So if April 1 ka nag-purchase, asahan mo ngayon na kailangan what? Kailangan nandito yung present value natin. So how can we compute the initial measurement or the present value, no, of bonds on April 1? Okay? So kinig ka ng mabuti. Again, kinig ka ng mabuti. Ang gagawin mo dito is i-present value mo muna hanggang January 1. Again, compute first the present value on this date. Okay? Then after mo ma-compute yung present value on January 1, what you'll do next is you'll what? You'll amortize the bonds up to April 1. Ibig sabihin, there will be an amortization for a period of few months. Okay? Actually, dito 3 months. Okay? Then apparently, last but not the least, kapag in between interest date yung acquisition, expect that purchase price, again, purchase price is not the same, no, sa initial carrying amount. Again, not the same sa initial carrying amount. Why? Because apparently, initial carrying amount will just be the present value, while kapag purchase price ang pinag-uusapan, it will be the present value plus accrued interest. Okay? So sir, kapag on interest dates pa, kagaya po kanina, same lang po bang purchase price at yung initial carrying amount? Yes. Kapag yung same, again, kapag same, yung interest date payment at saka yung acquisition date, wala tayong problema. Ang problema lang talaga natin is kapag in between interest date. Okay? So para mas magets natin yan, punta tayo dito sa illustrative problem number 3. Okay? So here, in illustrative problem number 3, on April 1, 2028, Carla Company purchased 8%, 3 million face bonds. Right? Kilala niyo si Carla? Sino dito yung nanonood ng Elite? Right? Sino dito yung nanonood ng Elite? Meron ba? Meron? Wala nanonood ng Elite. Netflix talaga, no? Okay. Me po. Di ba ang ganda-ganda ni Carla? Right? Si Carla yung favorite, favorite character ko dun eh. Right? Siya yung pinakamagandang character dun. She's one of the reason why nanonood ako ng Elite eh. Okay? Si Angela lang, no? Yung nanonood ng Elite. Okay? Purchase 8%, 3 million face bonds. The bonds were issued, no, on January 1, 2028 and will mature on December 31, 2030. So ang ibig sabihin, ilang taon to? From January 1, 2028 to December 31, 2030, that's a period of 3 years. 3 taon yun, ha? Ano pa? Interests are payable semi-annually. So ang ibig sabihin, ilang number of periods natin? Number of periods, if semi-annually tayo, always remember, no, will be equal to 3 years. Again, 3 years, dalawa kada isang taon kasi semi-annually. Times 2. Or, this will become equal to 6. So, meron tayong 6 periods in total. Okay? And then the bonds will yield an effective interest rate of 6%. Okay? So, here, semi-annual. Again, semi. Annual. Okay? Nominal rate is ilan? Semi-annual nominal rate is actually equal to 8% divided by 2, no? Again, 8% times 6 over 12 na yan. Times 6 over 12, or this is equal to 4%. Okay? Semi-annual tayo, so kailangan natiin eh. Semi-annual effective rate, on the other hand, will be equal to 6%, no? Times 6 over 12, or this is only equal to 3%. So, wag mong kakalimutan yan. Madalas, marami ring estudyante ang nagkakamali dito because they thought the given nominal rate or effective rate is already the one to be used. Well, that's not always the case because possible na semi-annual. Possible pa nga na quarterly or monthly. Get me? So here, once again, ano muna ang gagawin natin? Compute muna natin yung present value, no, on January 1. Again, let's compute first the present value on January 1, 2028 because medyo mahirap, no, if diretso April 1. So January 1, 2028 muna tayo. Okay? So present value ulit, no, of principal and then present value of interest. So magkano yung interest natin? Interest received semi-annually will be equal, no, to magkano yung face amount? 3 million times 4%. Kapag minultiply mo ng 4%, yun na yun ha. Huwag mo nang i-multiply ng 6 over 12. Kung gusto mong may 6 over 12, 3 million times 8% ka dapat and then times 6 over 12. Okay? Pareho lang po yung dalawang yan. Pag nag 4% ka na, once again, wag ka na mag 6 over 12. Okay? So magkano ang ating interest received? 3 million times 4%. This is actually equal, no, to 120,000. Okay? So principal is equal to 3 million pesos while interest is equal to 120,000 pesos. Okay? Now, please compute the present value factors again, starting with present value of 1 using 3%. Again, 3%, not 6%. Using 3% for 6 periods. Again, kindly compute the present value of 1 using 3% for 6 periods. Ilan po ang lumalabas? Kindly compute. 0 point. Ilan po? 0 point. 0 point. Good job, guys. This is 0.8375. Again, this is equal to 0.8375. Okay? On the other hand, magkano yung present value of ordinary annuity using 3% for 6 period? This is equal to 5 point ilan? 5.4172. Again, this is equal to 5.4172. Okay? So 3 million times 0.8375, this is equal, no, to 2,512,500. Okay? Then 120 times 5 times 5.4172, this is equal to 650,064. Okay? So here what do we have? See to it, no, that in this illustration, nominal rate is actually higher than the effective rate. So if the nominal rate is higher than the effective rate, meron tayong what? Meron dapat tayong premium. Ibig sabihin, if meron tayong premium, see to it that the present value must be higher than the face amount. Okay? So here, magkano ang present value natin? Dapat mas mataas to, no? Sa 3 million. 251,500 plus 650, 064. This is actually equal to 31,625,64. And as you can see, mas mataas talaga siya sa 3 million. Kasi kapag mas mababa sa 3 million, yun na-compute mo dito, lagot ka na. Right? Mali ang sagot mo kapag kaganon. Okay? Now, hindi pa yan, no? Yung sagot natin sa number 1 at number 2. Let's compute ngayon kung magkano ba yung present value, no, as of April 1, 2028. Kasi doon tayo talaga bumili. Paano nga ulit tayo mag-compute ng amortized cost or yung tinatawag natin na carrying amount at the end? Originally, ang computation natin is equal to carrying amount at the beginning, premium to. So, minus premium amortization. Again, minus premium amortization. Okay? So, see to it here, na-compute muna natin yung, na-compute na natin yung carrying amount at the beginning. That's equal to 31,625,64. Ngayon, kailangan nating i-compute yung premium amortization natin. So for the premium amortization, this is actually the difference of interest income and interest received. Okay? So interest income, okay, minus interest received. So magkano yung interest income natin? Actually, interest receivable to, no? Interest receivable is also the accrued interest. Okay? Kasi hindi pa naman bayaran talaga ng interest. Okay? So interest income once again is equal to carrying amount at the beginning. That's 3162,564 times, okay? 6% again, times 6%. Kasi 6% po, yung what? 6% no? Yung ating effective rate. Maliwanag? And then apparently dito, ilang buwan lang ang lumipas. Again, ilang buwan lang po ang lumipas. Ang lumipas lang from January 1 to April 1 will be a period of 3 months. January, February, March lang. Okay? So times 3 over 12. Again, times 3 over 12. Okay? So magkano interest income natin? 3162,564 times 6% times 3 over 12. This is equal to 47,438. Okay? Pareho lang din to. If you will multiply the carrying amount at the beginning, saan? Sa effective rate or sa 3% rather, again sa 3%. But this time, kailangan mo itong i-multiply no, ng 3 over 6 kasi yung 3% is good for 6 months. So 3 months lang ang lumipas, so 3 over 6. Okay? Dito kasi 6% is good for 1 year. So 6, if 6% ang gagamitin, 3 over 12 pa. Okay? Interest received or accrued interest on the other hand is equal to 3 million pesos, okay, times 8%, okay, times 3 over 12 kasi 3 months lang ang lumipas. Or pwede nga rin naman, no, na instead of ganun, ang gawin mo is face amount, again, face amount times, okay, 4%, pero yung 4% is good for 6 months eh. So times 3 over 6, pareho lang ang lalabas, okay? So 3 million times 8% times 3 over 12, this is equal to 60,000 pesos. So accrued interest no is 60,000. Okay? So magkano ngayon yung difference ng dalawa para maging premium amortization? 60 minus 47,438, this is equal to 12,562. So lalagay ko dito 12,562. So see to it now that the present value, which is apparently our initial carrying amount, again, this is also no, our initial carrying amount will be equal to magkano? 3,162,564 minus 12,562, or this is equal to 3,150,002. Okay? So final answer, requirement number 2. Again, requirement number 2 na yung tinatanong, determine the initial carrying amount of the bonds on April 1. Final answer is 3,150,002. Okay? Now, ano tinatanong sa number 1? Determine the purchase price. So once again, sabi ko kanina, purchase price is different because purchase price is equal to the present value plus accrued interest. Okay? So ang ibig sabihin, this is equal to the present value of 3,150,002 plus the accrued interest na magkano? Accrued interest na 60,000 pesos. Okay? So the purchase price now is magkano? The purchase price will now be equal to 3,210,002. So requirement number 1, our final answer is 3,210,002. So those are the procedures. Again, those are the procedures just in case the acquisition will be between interest dates. Okay? So chat section please. Again, chat section, clear pa po ba ang turo ni Sir Ring? Natututo pa rin po ba kay Sir Ring? Guys, chat section please. Natututo pa rin ba? Clear pa ba? Clear po. Yes po. Gets po. Right. Good job guys. Okay. So tapos na tayo sa FBPL. Tapos na rin tayo no sa FAAC. So punta tayo sa third classification because ang sabi natin kanina, tatlo po yung possible classification eh. Tama ba? Tapos na tayo. Okay na tayo eh. Dito sa FBPL, na discussion kanina. Kaka-discuss lang ng FAAC. Tama ba? Tapos na rin tayo dyan. So ang ibig sabihin, last but not the least, will be the investment in financial asset at fair value through OCI. So last na lang, FVOCI tayo. Tapos, pupunta na tayo sa bonds payable. Okay? So kapag investment in financial asset no, at fair value through other comprehensive income tayo, see to it na meron ulit tayo ditong i-discuss na Sorya notes para mas madali mong maalala at maintindihan no, itong topic na to or itong concept na to. Okay? So hear me out. Start tayo sa initial measurement ulit. Again, we'll start with the initial measurement po ulit. Alright? So initial measurement of investment kapag ka ganito, will still be equal, no, to fair value plus transaction cost. So once again, transaction cost here is actually what? Is actually capitalized. Alright? Ibig sabihin, in FVPL lang natin, again, sa FVPL lang po natin, ine-expense ang transaction cost. Kapag FAAC at kapag FVOCI, kina-capitalize po ang transaction cost. Hopefully, clear po tayo yan. Okay? Now, punta tayo saan? Punta tayo sa computation ng interest income at saka ng interest received because once again, magkaiba po ulit yan eh. Okay? So, interest income once again is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning times effective rate, then interest received will still be equal to the face amount times the nominal rate. So kaparehong-kapareho no, ng FAAC, walang pinagkaiba. So sir, ibig po bang sabihin dito, i-compute pa din po natin yung amortized cost? Yes, magko-compute pa rin tayo dito ng amortized cost. Review lang, amortized cost once again is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning plus discount, no, amortization or minus premium amortization. So, kino-compute pa din po natin, no, yung amortized cost na yan. Pero based on our Sorianotes a while ago, again, based on our Sorianotes a while ago, doon sa ating shortcut computation, alright, papaano nga ulit to para hindi na mag-prepare ng amortization table? Carrying amount at the end, once again, is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning, okay, times 1 point effective rate, then minus the interest received. Alright? So, gamit-gamit po yan, whether premium or discount. Okay? Now, hear me out. Compute po natin or ibigay ngayon natin yung subsequent measurement. So, sir, what will be the subsequent measurement of the investment? Okay? Amortized cost pa rin po ba? Hindi na. Sabi ko nga, mag-base ka sa pangalan. Anong meron dito? Investment in financial asset at fair value. Ibig sabihin, the subsequent measurement will be the fair value po. Hindi po at amortized cost. Again, subsequent measurement is fair value. Sir, bakit po natin kinompute yung amortized cost if hindi po pala natin yun gagamitin as subsequent measurement? Well, kakailanganin po kasi natin yan sa computation ng unrealized gain or loss. So, hear me out, guys. So, here, kino-compare po natin, no? Again, we are comparing, no, the amortized cost and the fair value. Again, each year, i-compare po natin itong dalawang to. Okay? So, see to it that if the fair value is higher, again, if the fair value is higher, gusto natin yan. Why? This is an investment. This is an asset. At gusto natin na tumataas yung value ng ating asset. Tumataas yung value ng ating investment. Tama ba? So, if the fair value is higher, we have what we call unrealized gain. Again, meron tayong tinatawag, no, na unrealized gain. Okay? But see to it, no, na itong unrealized gain na to, sige, mamaya ako na sasabihin. On the other hand, if the fair value is lower, bumaba yung value ng ating investment. So kapag bumaba yung value ng investment natin, meron naman tayong tinatawag na unrealized loss. Okay? So ngayon makinig. Itong unrealized gain or loss na to, see to it na cumulative po yan. Again, this is just the cumulative gain or loss. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi po yan yung for the current year. Okay? Pangkalahatan yan. So, sir, paano kapag gusto kong makompute yung unrealized gain or loss? Again, paano kapag gusto kong i-compute yung unrealized gain or loss this year? Again, this year. If you want to compute, no, the unrealized gain or loss this year, all you have to do is to deduct from the cumulative. Again, kailangan mo lang namang i-deduct, no, from the cumulative gain or loss, right? This year, no? This year, right? The cumulative gain or loss, again, the cumulative gain or loss recognized in the prior years. Alright? Once again, yung na-compute mong cumulative gain or loss this year, i-deduct mo doon yung cumulative gain or loss natin the prior year para malaman natin kung magkano yung sa current year. Because if cumulative this year is 100, last year, cumulative 75, asahan mo na 25 na lang yung idadagdag this year. Okay? Then apparently, itong mga cumulative gain or loss na to, anong sabi sa title? True OCI. So, ang ibig sabihin, ang pasok po ng mga to is sa other comprehensive income. Again, sa OCI po, papasok, no? Okay? Itong mga unrealized gain or loss na to. Aliwanag? Ngayon, hear me out, guys. I'm not yet done. See to it, no? na kapag nagkaroon ng sale, again, kapag nagkaroon ng sale of investment, again, kapag nagkaroon ng sale of investment, the realized gain or loss, again, realized gain or loss o yung gain on sale, ang pasok po neto is sa profit or loss pa rin. And then apparently, kapag binenta na natin, any cumulative, again, any cumulative gain or loss will also be what? Will also be reclassified, no? Reclassified, okay, to profit or loss. Okay? So sir, parang hindi ganyan naaalala ko ah. Huwag mong paghahaluin yung equity investment sa debt investment. Ulitin ko, kapag equity investment to, kapag equity shares ang ating pinag-uusapan, realized gain or loss sa retained earnings. And then cumulative gain or loss, i-reclassify sa retained earnings. Sa retained earnings ang pasok. Pero bonds ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ha. Debt investment ang pinag-uusapan. At kapag debt investment, kapag nagkaroon ng sale, yung gain on sale or yung realized gain or loss sa P&L po yun, hindi sa RE. Then yung cumulative gain or loss sa P&L din po i-reclassify at hindi sa retained earnings. Okay? Then one last thing. Kapag ang tanong how much, no? Again, kapag tinanong ka ng problem, how much is the unrealized, no? Unrealized gain or loss, right? Alamin mo muna kung saan yung tinatanong. Again, alamin mo kung saan yung tinatanong, no? Kapag ang tanong ng problem is sa income statement, again, kapag ang tanong is sa income statement or sa statement of profit or loss, pareho lang yun. Statement of profit or loss and income statement. Your answer here will be equal to 0 because OCI will never become part of income statement. A trick question po yan. Hindi po pumapasok sa income statement ang unrealized gain or loss. Okay? Kapag ang tanong naman is sa statement, no? Statement. Okay? Of comprehensive income. Again, kapag ang tanong is a statement of comprehensive income, the new name, by the way, of statement of comprehensive income sa revised conceptual framework is a statement of financial performance. So kapag nakita mo yung term na statement of financial performance, statement of comprehensive income din po yan. Okay? Ang isasagot mo dito will just be no, the this year gain or loss. Again, this year or current year gain or loss lang. On the other hand, kapag ang tanong is a statement, no? Again, kapag ang tanong is a statement of changes, again, statement of changes in equity, as well as kapag ang tanong is sa statement, no? Statement of financial position, asahan mo ng isasagot mo naman po dito, once again, ang isasagot natin dito will be the cumulative. Again, ang isasagot dito will be the cumulative gain or loss. Okay? So kapag tinanong ka, how much is the unrealized gain or loss? Alamin mo muna sa statement kasi paiba-iba ang isasagot natin dyan. Okay? So chat section please. Chat section, clear po ba ang concept discussion ni Sir Rain? Clear pa rin po ba ang FDOCI? Okay ka pa? Clear po. Yes po. Yes po, sir. Yes po. Alright. Good job, guys. Okay? Now, punta tayo dito sa illustrative problem number 4. No? Okay? By the way, guys, chat section. Kasama ba itong investment in, right, debt instrument or investment in debt securities sa intermediate accounting 2? Kasama pa rin ba to? Guys, chat section, please. Yes po, kasama po. Alright, good. Illustrative 4 tayo. So here, in illustrative problem number 4, on January 1, 2025, one for all. Alright? Quirk to Quirk to nung quirk to ni, ni Deku. Right? Ni Deku. Sino dito nanonood ng Hero Academia? Okay? Yung yung quirk to ni All Might at ni Deku. Right? Walang nanonood talaga, no? Meron. Ayun, meron. Ayun. Right? Favorite anime. Kaso Kaso ang tagal. Every week lang sila nagre-release ng bagong episode. Okay? Mine Kachan. Lakas ni Kachan, no? Grabe, lakas ni Kachan. Mas malakas ata si Kachan as compared kay As compared dun sa, hindi naman kay Deku. Siyempre malakas si Deku. Pero mas malakas si Kachan as compared kay, sino yun? Yung Ice and Cold? Ano nga bang pangalan ni Ice and Cold? Ni Shoto. Mas malakas si Kachan kaysa kay Todoroki Shoto. Anyway, one for all company purchase bonds with face amount of 5 million for how much? For 760, including transaction cost of 160,000. So okay lang nakasama dito yung transaction cost kasi nga kapag FVOCI, transaction cost is capitalized. Okay? The business model is to collect contractual cash flows and to sell the financial asset. The bonds mature on December 31, 2027. That is after how many years? That is after 3 years. Okay? And then apparently pay 10% interest annually on December 31 with 12% effective yield. Okay? So dito, the market value of the bonds on October 31, 2025 is 102, while 105 at the end of 2026. And then the bonds are sold on June 30, 2027 at 110 plus accrued interest. Okay? So dito, given already is the present value. Again, given already, no, is the present value or the initial carrying amount. So no need to compute the same. For the same. Okay? So ngayon, ganito. Compute natin, no? Again, let's compute the carrying amount on December 31, 2025, December 31, 2026, and then December 31, 2027. Alright, using our Sorianos, ha? Huwag na tayong mag-prepare. Again, let's no longer prepare amortization table. Hindi naman tinatanong eh. Tama ba? So, using the Sorianos na lang. Ano nga ulit yung Sorianos natin? Carrying amount at the end is equal to carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point. Effective rate minus interest received. So, magkano ba yung interest received natin? Interest received is equal to 5 million face amount times the nominal rate na 10%, no? Okay? Because our effective rate is actually equal to 12%. Okay? So, interest received natin is 500,000 pesos. Okay? So, calculator please. Kakailanganin natin ng mga calculator nyo. Sige, baba ko to para ano, no? Para mapakita ko pa rin sa inyo yung computation. Okay? 26 and then December 31, 2027. So, carrying amount ng December 31, 2025 is equal to 4,760. And 4,760, okay, times 1.12, okay, minus 500,000. Again, minus 500,000. Okay? So, magkano to guys? This is equal to magkano? Okay, alamin natin. 4,760, okay, times 1.12 minus 500,000. So lang, 4,760 times 1.12 minus 500,000. This is equal to 4,831,200. Again, this is equal to 4,831,200. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa December 31, 2026 times 1.12 ulit, no? Okay? Ang computation natin dito will be equal to 4,831,200. Yun yung carrying amount at the beginning times 1.12 minus 500,000. Okay? So, minus 500,000, this is equal to 4,910,944. Okay? Then apparently dito, ang computation natin, syempre, is equal to 4,910,944 times 1.12 minus 500,000. So, times 1.12 minus 500,000 or syempre, equal na to sa 5 million pesos natin na face amount. There's just a difference, no, of 257 pesos due to rounding off of present value factor. Your Mac will slip soon unless plug into a power outlet. Wait lang, mamamatay daw yung ating Mac. Right? Delikado yan. Wait lang guys, charge ko lang. Alright. So ngayon ganito. After that, let's now compute, no, the fair value. So compute ngayon natin yung ating fair value. Okay? So lalagay ko dito, no, fair value computation. Lang. Fair value. Okay? So fair value ng December 31, 2025, magkano? According to the problem, 102 yun, no? So ang ibig sabihin, 5 million, again, 5 million, okay, times 102%. Okay? Pagdating naman ng 2026, magkano? Pagdating ng 2026, 105 na daw. So 5 million, no? 5 million times 105%. So fair value December 31, 2025 is equal to 5 million times 1.02, or this is equal to 5.1 million pesos. Then sa pagdating ng 2026, this is 5 million times 1.05, or this is equal to 5,250,000 pesos. Okay? Ngayon ganito, anong sabi natin? Sabi natin the difference between carrying amount and fair value will be the cumulative gain or loss. So let's compute, no? The cumulative gain or loss muna. Again, compute ngayon natin yung tinatawag natin na cumulative gain or loss. Okay? So for the year 2025, again for the year 2025, magkano to? This is equal to 5.1 million minus yung carrying amount na 4,831,200. So obviously dito meron tayong what? Meron tayong gain, no? Magkano yun? 5.1 minus 4,831,200. We have gain and that is equal to 268,800. Okay? Gain. Lalagay ko dito gain. Then pagdating naman dito, no, sa 2026, meron tayong 5.25 million or 5,250 minus 4,910, okay, 944. So magkano to? 5,250 minus 4,910, 944. Meron pa rin tayong gain and this is equal to 339,056. Again, 339,056. Cumulative yan, ha? Okay? Then apparently, para ma-compute, again, para ma-compute yung gain for the current year, sabi nga natin, cumulative gain this year, ibabawas natin dun yung cumulative gain prior year. Para sa 2025, lalagay ko dito, no? Gain or loss this year. Right? So, para sa 2025, that's it. 268,800 gain na to. Bakit? Because apparently, wala pa naman tayong prior year. First year pa lang yan. Okay? Pero pagdating dito sa 2026, this will be equal, no? 339, again, 339,056, minus yung last year na 268,800. Again, minus yung last year na 268,800, magkano yan? 268,800, or this is equal to 70,000, no? 70,256 gain. Alright, dito kasi, no, ang computation is 268,800 minus 0 because wala pa naman tayong last year. Alright, so that's the computation of, right, palitan natin to, no? Okay, wag nating tawagin tong carrying amount kasi hindi naman yan yung carrying amount natin. Tawagin natin tong amortized cost. Okay? Because the subsequent measurement kapag FVOCI will be the fair value. So ito yung carrying amount natin. Alright? So that's the computation of amortized cost, fair value, cumulative gain or loss, and gain or loss this year. So before I move any further, chat section please. Clear pa po ba yung turo ni Sir Ray? Nagigets pa ba? Again, clear pa po ba ang turo ni Sir Ray? Gets pa rin po ba? Chat section please. Gets na gets po, sir. Clear pa po. Yes po. Clear po, sir. Alright, good job guys. Now, sagutan natin, no, yung mga tanong dito. Requirement 1, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds on December 31, 2025? Once again, carrying amount will be the fair value. Fair value on December 31, 2025 is equal to 5.1 million. So requirement number 1, 5.1 million is our final answer. Okay? Requirement 2, how much is the unrealized gain or loss that will be reported, no, in the statement of profit or loss? Again, statement of profit or loss for the year 2025. Kapag income statement or statement of profit or loss, once again, trick question yan. 0 po tayo dito. Okay? Walang OCI na pumapasok sa income statement. Number 3, how much is the unrealized gain or loss that will be reported in the statement of comprehensive income for the year 2025? Kapag statement of comprehensive income, this year, gain or loss yan. Magkano yan? That's 268,800 gain. So final answer here, no, will be 268,800 gain. Okay. Number 4, how much is the unrealized gain or loss that will be reported in the statement of changes in equity for the year 2025? Kapag statement of changes in equity, cumulative yan. Tama ba? So ang isasagot natin dito will still be 268,800 gain. Nagkataon na pareho kasi wala pa naman tayong last year. Okay? Number 5, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds on December 31, 2026? Fair value ulit. Magkano fair value ng 2026? That's 5,250. So final answer here is 5,250,000 pesos. Number 6, how much is the unrealized gain or loss that will be reported in the statement of comprehensive income, so current year lang for the year 2026. Current year lang, ibig sabihin 70,256 gain. 70,256 gain. Okay? Then number 7, how much is the unrealized gain or loss that will be reported in the statement of changes in equity? Cumulative ulit, no? For the year 2026. Magkano cumulative? That's 339,056 gain. So 339,056 gain. All right. Then last question, how much is the gain or loss on June 30, 2027? Kasi sabi dito, the bonds are sold on June 30, 2027 at 110 plus accrued interest. Okay? So dito, kapag nagkaroon ng settlement or kapag nagkaroon ng sale of, sabihin na natin sale of non-current asset, asahan mo na what? Asahan mo na kino-compare natin yung dalawang bagay. Selling price, exclusive, no? Exclusive of interest, okay, versus the carrying amount as of the date, no? As of the date of sale. Okay? So dito, selling price natin is magkano? Our selling price, no, will be equal to 110 daw. So 5 million, no? 5 million times 110%, or this is equal to 5.5 million pesos. Right? So let's compare this dun sa carrying amount natin as of, again, carrying amount as of the date of sale, which is June 30, no? June 30, 2021. June 30, 2027. Again, June 30, 2027. Okay? So magkano ba yung carrying amount natin as of June 30, 2027? That's the question here. Tama ba? So here, carrying amount as of December 31, 2026 muna. As of December 31, 2026 is equal to 5,250. So lalagay ko dito 5,250. Tama ba? Again, ilalagay ko muna dito 5,250. Or, sige, yung carrying amount na, okay? Carrying amount, amortized cost rather, kasi hindi pa pala tayo nagre-remeasure. Okay? So 4,910, 944 muna. 4,910, 944. Okay? Meron tayong discount, so plus the discount amortization. Again, plus the discount amortization. Okay? Magkano yung ating discount amortization? Okay? See to it, no? Na 6 months lang. Again, 6 months lang. So, compute natin yung interest income at saka yung interest receivable, or itong interest receivable, once again, ito rin yung accrued interest natin. Okay? So, interest income muna tayo. Interest income will be equal, no, to 4,910, 944 times the effective rate, which is equal to 12%, then times 6 over 12. Okay, magkano yan? 4,910, 944 times 12%, then times 6 over 12. This is equal to 2,946, 657. 657. Okay? Interest received, on the other hand, magkano? This is equal to 5 million times 10%. Again, 10%. 10% ba? Yeah, that's 10%. Times 6 over 12 then. So this is equal to 250,000. Okay? So the discount amortization now, once again, the discount amortization now will be how much? 294,657 minus 250,000, or this is equal to 44,657. So plus 44,657 dito. Okay? So 44,657 plus 4,910, 944. This is equal to 4,955,000, okay, 601. Okay? Obviously, mas mataas ang selling price. 4,955 lang yung binibenta natin. 5.5 million yung nare-receive natin. So apparently here, meron tayong what? Meron tayong gain on sale. Again, meron tayong gain on sale. At magkano yung gain on sale natin, guys? The gain on sale here is equal to 5.5 million minus 4,955,601, or this is equal to 544,399. Again, this is equal to 544,399. Okay? So, yung journal entry natin, with debit cash, again, para mas maintindihan, no, yung journal entry. With debit cash, equal to magkano? Debit cash equal to 5.5 million, yun yung selling price, plus, again, plus may accrued interest. Sabi dito, 110 plus accrued interest. So, plus yung 250,000 na accrued interest. So, debit cash equal to 5,750,000 50,000 pesos. Again, we debit cash equal to 5,750. Okay? What else? We credit what? We credit interest income. Again, we credit interest income equal to 294,657. Okay? Next, we credit investment in financial asset at fair value through other comprehensive income is kasi i-recognize na natin yan. So far, magkano yon? See to it, no? Na so far, 5,250 yung last na measurement natin. So 5,250 ang ilalagay ko po dito. Okay? Next, we credit what? We credit gain on sale. Again, we credit gain on sale, which is equal to magkano? Our gain on sale is equal, as computed, is equal to 544,399. Alright? So see to it na hindi pa po yan tapos. Again, hindi pa to tapos kasi hindi pa bangga yung debit at credit natin. Okay? Sir, bakit hindi pa bangga? Well, hindi pa yan bangga kasi i-close din dapat natin yung unrealized gain or loss, yung cumulative unrealized gain or loss. As of December 31, 2026, that's 339,056, no? So we debit unrealized gain. Again, we debit unrealized gain OCI because ita-transfer na ngayon natin yan sa PNL. Itong dalawang to, papasok to sa PNL eh. Okay? So magkano yun? That is equal to 339,056. Okay? So this is the journal entry. Again, this is now the journal entry for the sale, no? Okay? Once again, itong interest income sa PNL yan. Itong gain on sale sa PNL din. So parang tinransfer natin, no? Yung unrealized gain sa PNL. Okay? Ang tinatanong dito is kung magkano yung gain or loss, see to it, no? That's equal to 544,399. Again, this is equal to 544,399. So that is illustrative problem number 4. Illustrating FV OCI. Okay? So chat section please. Again, chat section, nagets po ba yun? Nagets clear po ba ang discussion ng problem 4? Chat, guys, chat section please. Yes po, yes po. Yes po, sir. Sige, lagay natin dito. How about the others? Nagets pa po ba ng iba? Medyo madugo ba? Clear na clear po. Clear po. Sobrang clear po. Alright, good job, guys. Clear po, sir. Now, sa pang problem, bago natin iwan yung FVOCI kasi gusto ko gets na gets mo eh. Okay? So, see to it. Okay, listen very carefully. See to it na kahit na yung cumulative gain or loss this year is gain, possible, no? Again, possible na loss yung i-recognize natin. Sir, possible yun? Yes, possible yun. If we recognize what? If we recognize excessive, no? Gain or loss the prior year. Let's say, ganito, imagine this with me, no? Let's say cumulative gain this year is 1 million. Cumulative gain last year is 1,250. So 1 million minus 1,250, isn't it? Negative yung lumalabas. Tama ba? So if we recognize excessive gain the prior year, see to it na kahit na gain tayo this year, loss pa rin ang ating i-recognize. Same thing. Kahit na cumulative loss tayo this year, possible na gain ang i-recognize if we recognize excessive loss the prior years. So para mapatunayan ko yan, let's move on dito sa problem 5. So here, Ivana Company, I know, kilala niyo na sino si Ivana. No need for an introduction for the company name. Ivana Company holds debt securities with a business model whose objective is achieved both by collecting contractual cash flows and selling the debt securities. The contractual cash flows are solely payments, no, of principal and interest on specified dates. Okay? The following schedule presents the amortized cost and fair value of the bonds at year end. So given already. Okay? So ilalagay ko dito, no? Again, ang ilalagay ko dito, cumulative. Again, cumulative gain or loss. Kasi kapag pinag-compare mo yung amortized cost at yung fair value, cumulative gain or loss yun. Okay? Then apparently dito, ilalagay naman natin what? Ilalagay naman natin, no? Current year. Again, current year, okay, gain or loss. Okay? So now, compute natin per year. For the year 2025, fair value is 1,065,000, no? Minus the amortized cost of 1,893,000. Obviously, bumaba, no? Kapag mas mababa ang fair value, meron tayong loss. So dito, meron tayong 5,893 cumulative loss. Okay? So 2026 tayo. C2it 2025 muna pala. Wala pang last year. So 5893 lost din to kasi wala pang last year. Okay? Ngayon, punta tayo sa 2026. 1,054,438 minus 1,075, tumaas ang fair value. Pag tumaas ang fair value, gain na to. So we have 26,455 cumulative gain. Ngayon, ganito. Marami ang nagkakamali dito sa computation ng current year gain or loss. Okay? Sige nga, from this, okay, again, from these cumulative gains or losses, paki-compute nga magkano yung current year na i-recognize natin. Chat section please. Tignan ko lang no kung may malilito ba. Right? So if cumulative this year is 26,455 gain, cumulative last year is 5,893 loss. Magkano yung current year na i-recognize natin? Chat section please. Tignan ko lang. Feeling ko may mga malilito dito eh. Okay? Chat section please. Isa lang. Yung sumagot, dalawa, tatlo. About the others? About the others? 32,348 daw, sabi ni Joyce. 26,455, sabi ni Faye. The rest is 25,62, no? Okay? So see to it here, again, see to it here, that our computation, no, will be equal to 26,455, again, 26,455 na gain, minus, again, minus what? Minus negative, again, minus negative 5893. Sir, hindi po ba 2562 yung cumulative gain? 2562 ba? 1,075 minus 1,054,438. O nga no, saan ko galing to? Sorry na, 2562 pala to. Nagkamali ako ng pagkakano. 2562. Again, once again, 2562. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, this is equal to 20,562, okay? Minus, again, minus negative 5,893. Again, ganito mo dapat ilalagay yan sa calculator mo, 2562 minus negative 5,893. Okay? Now, hear me out, guys. 2562 minus 5,893 negative, dapat sa calculator mo, nakalagay yung negative, ganito, nakalagay yung negative. Okay? Ang lalabas dapat dito, no, is 26,000. Dito palang lalabas yung 26,455 na gain. Alright? So, current year gain will be 26,455. Mali yata yung na-compute na ano ko kanina. Ito ata yung nagamit ko instead of this. Sorry na. Okay? So, that's the cumulative gain or loss for the year 2026. Okay? 2027. 1,056,500 minus 1,037,160. This is equal to 100 what? This is equal to 19,000 rather. 19,340 gain. Alright. So see to it here na 19,340 gain minus yung last year, no, which is equal to 20,562. Negative ang lalabas dyan. Alright. That's why for the current year, kahit na yung cumulative is gain, for the current year, we will recognize loss na 1,222. Again, magre-recognize tayo ng loss na 1,222. Why? Kasi excessive eh. Again, excessive yung ni-recognize natin the prior year. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa 2028. 1,030,000 minus 1,019,018. This is equal to 10,982. Gain pa din. Okay? Then apparently dito magkano na? 10,982. Then last year is 19,340. So negative pa rin. Loss pa din to, no? Meron tayong loss which is equal to 8,358. Again, here, meron tayong loss na 8,358. Okay? And then apparently, pagdating sa 2029, zero na to. And then apparently, magzi-zero na to kasi i-close na natin yung to P&L eh. Disposal na to eh. Date of maturity na. Okay? So, requirement number 1, what amount should be reported as investment in bonds in the statement of financial position? Meaning, okay, kapag statement of financial position, carrying amount, ibig sabihin, fair value tayo. Because kapag FVOCI at fair value po tayo. Okay? Of Ivana Company on December 31, 2026, magkano ba fair value nun? 1,075,000 po yun. That's why requirement 1, 1,075,000, final answer. Requirement 2, what amount of unrealized gain should be shown as component of OCI? Okay? In the 2026 Statement of Comprehensive Income. Kapag comprehensive income, current year lang. 2026, magkano yun? That's 26,455 gain. Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin, 26,455 or alpha, final answer. Requirement 3. What amount of unrealized loss should be shown as component of OCI in the 2027 comprehensive income? Current year pa rin kasi comprehensive income. Sa 2027, that's 1,222 loss. So final answer here will be delta. Number 4. What amount of unrealized loss should be shown as component of OCI in the 2028 Statement of Comprehensive Income? Comprehensive income pa rin, therefore, current year lang. Magkano yun sa 2028? 8,358 loss. So 8,358 loss, alpha will be the final answer. The number 5, what amount of unrealized gain should be shown as component of OCI in the 2028 Statement of Changes in Equity? Gaya ng na-discuss kanina, kapag Statement of Changes in Equity, cumulative yan. Magkano yung cumulative sa 2028? That's 10,982. So 10,982 or delta will be the final answer, no, here in requirement number 5. Okay? So that's the last problem here in bond investment FVOCI. Okay? Nagets po ba ang bond investment FVOCI? Chat section please, nagets po ba itong problem 5? Nagets po? Clear po ba? Clear? Gets po. Yes sir, I'm enlightened. I'm glad, no, na luminaw na, nagkaroon na ng kulay, no, yung investment in debt securities. All right. Clear po. Yes po. All right. So this is actually the end. Again, this is the end of investment in debt securities. Point of view ni investor. So tapos na tayo sa point of view ni investor. All right. So chat section please. Right? Malinaw na malinaw po ba yung point of view ni investor? Okay na ba tayo? Iwanan na ba natin yung investment? Okay lang ba? Clear na po ba yung investment side? Clear na ba? Because this is the last problem sa investment side eh. Bonds payable na yung kasunod. So chat section please. Please, crystal clear po sir. How about the others? Yes po. Clear na clear po. Galing nyo sir. Alright, thank you, thank you, thank you. Di ako magaling, kayo yung magaling kasi sa dami ng concept na diniscuss ko, no, na-gets nyo yun, na-absorb nyo yun. Okay? So para magkaroon ka ulit ng time, no, to absorb all those things na na-discuss natin at before tayo pumunta sa bonds payable, let's have a 7-minute short break ulit. Alright? Then apparently 11:30 start ulit tayo. Ayoko kasi gusto ko mag-gets mo ng full. Right, ng tipo bang maraming space sa utak mo. So ayokong magkaroon ng information overload. Alright? So 11:30, let's resume our discussion. And by that time, we will now discuss bonds payable. Alright? So, officers, Queenie, 11:30, resume. Queenie? Nandito ba si Queenie? Hi guys! So last part of our discussion, no, will be all about bonds payable. So if na-gets mo, once again, if na-gets mo yung discussion natin ng investment in bonds kanina, specifically yung sa FBPL as well as yung sa FAAC, madali na lang, no, itong dito sa bonds payable natin. Alright, so here in bonds payable, no, as a general rule, all bonds payable must be measured at amortized cost. Once again, as a general rule, see to it, no, that all bonds payable are measured. Again, bonds payable are measured at amortized cost. At itong amortized cost na to, kapareho lang po yan, right, nung napag-usapan natin kanina. Pero, syempre, hindi yan natawag na general rule if we don't have exception to the general rule. Alright? So, see to it, no, nasa law or sa law school, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na general rule kung walang exemption to the general rule. Kasi kapag walang exemption, rule lang yun, hindi yun general rule. You with me? So the exception to the general rule is that if the company elected, no, right, the fair value option. Elected the fair value option. Right? So if the entity elected, no, once again, if the entity elected the fair value option, the entity actually irrevocably designated, right, the bonds at fair value through profit or loss. Ibig sabihin ng irrevocably, right? Ibig sabihin yan, hindi mo na marirevoke, wala nang atrasan. Okay? So if you designate the bonds at FBPL, forever na siyang ganun. Hindi mo na siya marireclassify pa at FAAC. Okay? So dito, dalawa lang no ang ating pag-uusapan. Amortized cost at saka yung FBPL. And actually, kapareho lang neto yung kanina. Babaliktarin mo lang yung mga term. Babaliktarin mo lang yung mga ginagawa natin kanina. Alright? So para mas magets mo, punta na tayo dito agad-agad sa fair value option. Tama ba? So here in fair value option of measuring bonds payable, see to it na meron ulit tayong mga SORYA notes. Right? Lagi akong may baon na SORYA notes. Okay? Sa bawat sa bawat lecture ko. Laging may SORYA notes. Okay? So now, hear me out. What will be our SORYA notes here? Una will be the initial measurement. Again, start tayo no, dito sa initial measurement. Alright? So with regards to the initial measurement no, of bonds payable classified as FBPL, see to it that this is just what? This is just the fair value. Again, ito lang naman yung tinatawag natin na fair value. And see to it that transaction cost here, once again, transaction cost or expense outright. Okay? Basta lagi mong tatandaan, again, lagi mong tatandaan, no? Na kapag FVPL yung classification, whether debt or equity, laging expense outright ang transaction cost. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa computation, no? Ng interest paid at interest expense. Okay? So, interest paid at interest expense, kapag FVPL, pareho lang ang computation yan eh. How to compute this? This is just equal to the phased amount, once again, times the nominal rate. So, kapareho yan nung FVPL na kinompute natin kanina. Okay? Ano pa? So, here, punta tayo sa subsequent measurement. Again, punta tayo sa subsequent measurement. Okay? Sabi ko nga, mag-base ka lang sa pangalan. Ano to? At fair value through profit or loss. So, ang ibig sabihin, subsequent measurement natin dito will still be the fair value. Okay, lagi mo yung tatandaan. Then apparently dito, there might be changes, no? Again, there might be changes in fair value. So, dito na tayo magkakatalo ng konti. Okay? So, balikan ko muna yung FBPL kanina, no? Sa investment. Nasa na yung FBPL natin kanina sa investment. Okay? There you have it. Sabi natin kanina, again, if there is an increase in fair value, there will be what? There will be a gain. Kasi investment to eh. Again, kanina, investment ang pinag-uusapan natin. So kapag tumaas yung value ng investment mo, tumaas yung value ng asset mo, that's a gain. Gusto natin yan. Then kapag bumaba yung value ng investment mo, nag-decrease ang fair value, we have loss. Pero ibang usapan kasi dito. Once again, pagdating dito, okay, sa bonds payable, utang na ang ating pinag-uusapan. Again, we're talking about liabilities here. You with me? Therefore, if we're talking about liabilities, ayaw natin na nag-i-increase yan. Ayaw natin na lumalaki yan. So if there will be an increase in fair value of the bonds payable, this is considered to be what? This is considered to be an unrealized loss. Okay? Kasi ayaw natin na tumataas ang fair value. So magkabaliktad. So please, huwag kang magpapalito dun ha. Kapag investment, tumaas ang fair value gain. Kapag, liability, kapag tumaas ang fair value, loss naman yan. Okay? Obviously, if there will be a decrease in liability, gusto natin yan. So there will be an unrealized gain naman kapag nag-decrease ang liability. Alright? So chat section please. Again, chat section, malinaw po ba ang pinagkaiba ng investment kanina sa liability ngayon? Malinaw ba ang pinagkaiba ng investment in debt securities at ng bonds payable? Kasi mahalaga yan eh. Dapat mahalaga na alam natin na magkaiba yung dalawa. Magkabaliktad, total. Opposite. Okay? Now, hear me out. Etong unrealized gain or loss na yan, hinahati natin yan. Hinahati po natin yan. Okay? Meron tayong tinatawag na change in credit risk, no? Again, meron tayong tinatawag na change in credit risk. Then, meron tayong tinatawag na change in market risk. Alright? So, if the change, once again, no, if the change is due to credit risk, see to it that the change here will become part, no, of the other comprehensive income. Again, if the change is due to the credit risk, nagkaroon ng, changes with regards to the risk, with regards to the credit, kasi utang to eh. See to it na OCI yun. Okay? Then apparently, residual definition actually to. Residual definition and then apparently residual amount ang napupunta sa market risk. At itong residual amount na to na napupunta sa market risk, yan lang yung pumapasok sa profit or loss. So kung kanina sa investment, lahat sa profit or loss ang pasok, dito, no, again, dito sa liability, dito sa bonds payable, yung credit risk sa OCI, then yung residual lang yung pumapasok sa P&L. Sir, paano kapag walang given, no given change in credit risk? If walang given na change in credit risk, we'll assume na zero yan. And if zero yan, lahat ng unrealized gain or loss sa P&L papasok. Okay? So para mas magets natin yan, punta tayo dito sa illustrative problem number 6. Okay? So here, in illustrative problem number 6, on January 1, 2027, Nuno Company, okay? One of my favorite character, no? Okay? In 13. Alright? Actually, si Pepper, tinatawag kong Nuno. Alright? Nuno Company issued bonds with face amount of 5 million and 12% stated interest rate for 5,379,100. The bonds are to yield 10% and then interest is payable annually on December 31. So this 10% will be our effective rate. Okay? Itong 12% kasi yung ating nominal rate. Okay? Interest is payable annually on December 31. Then Nuno paid bond issue cost. Itong bond issue cost na yan, yan din po yung transaction cost. And once again, ine-expense po natin yan. Equal to 100,000. On December 31, 2027, the fair value of the bonds is determined to be 5.3 million. Nuno elected the fair value option, no, of measuring the bonds payable. Okay? So requirement 1, how much is the initial measurement of the financial liability? Once again, initial measurement will only be fair value because transaction cost is expense outright. Okay? Fair value will be equal to 5,379,100. Okay? So that will be our final answer. Okay? To journalize, no, our journal entry here on January 1, no, will be to debit what? To debit expense. Again, will debit expense for the transaction cost equal to 100,000 pesos. Okay? Ano pa? Will credit bonds payable. Again, magki-credit tayo dito, no, ng bonds payable equal to magkano? Will credit bonds payable equal to 5,379,100. Okay? Then will credit cash, no, equal to magkano? Well, ang cash na receive natin, naka-receive tayo ng cash equal to 5,379,100. Okay? And then apparently nagbayad tayo ng 100,000. So ang ibig sabihin, net cash na nating na-receive will only be equal to 5,279,100. Okay? So this is the journal entry on January 1. Okay? Ngayon, on December 31, what will be our journal entry? First, we debit interest expense, no? Again, we debit interest expense. Then we credit what? We credit cash kasi magbabayad tayo eh. Magkano to, guys? This is equal to face amount, which is equal to 5 million. Okay? Sabi natin, kapag interest income and interest expense, face times nominal lang yon. Times the nominal rate, which is equal to 12%. So debit interest expense now equal to 600,000. Then we credit cash equal to 600,000 pesos. Okay? Then nagkaroon ng change sa fair value natin. Lumaki ang fair value. Kapag lumaki ang fair value, once again, loss po yun. Ayaw natin lumalaki yung utang natin. Wala namang given dito na change in credit risk. Ibig sabihin, yung unrealized loss natin, no? Again, the unrealized loss will all go to profit or loss. So the question is, magkano kaya to? Well, 5.3 million na yung carrying amount. 5.3. Joke lang. Nabawasan pala, no? So, gain pala to. Sorry na. If there will be a decrease, kasi 5.379, naging 5.3. If there will be a decrease, okay? Gain po yun, ha? Okay? Wala namang credit risk dito. So, yung gain, again, yung unrealized gain natin, unrealized gain, na papasok sa yung unrealized gain natin lahat papasok sa P&L kasi wala ngang credit risk. Okay? Magkano to? From 5,379,100 naging 5.3 million na lang. So nabawasan yung utang natin, no, ng 79,100 and that will be considered as gain. Okay? Then syempre nabawasan nga yung utang. So babawasan natin yung bonds payable. So debit bonds payable equal to 79,100. So kung tatanungin tayo sa number 2, how much is the interest expense? Our final answer is 600,000. Then number 3, how much is the carrying amount? Fair value syempre, which is 5.3 million. Ibig sabihin, here, kapag fair value option, no, see to it that what? See to it that there will be no discount, no, nor premium amortization. Wala tayong ganyan. Alright? So that's the fair value option of measuring bonds payable. Okay? Nagets po ba ang illustrative problem number 6? Nakakasunod pa ba? Kaya pa guys? Kaya pa? Nagets po ba ang illustrative 6? Chat section please. Yes po sir, yes po, yes po. Gets po sir. Good. Now, isa pang problem, illustrative problem number 7. So here in illustrative problem number 7, this time with credit risk na. So on January 1, 2027, okay, Nano, kilala niyo si Nano? Again, sino dito may kilala kay Nano? Kilala niyo po si Nano? Wala. Hindi niyo kilala si Nano? Netflix pa rin to, Girl from Nowhere. Alright? Well, natapos nyo na ba? Right? Natapos ko na yun. Issued bonds payable with face amount of 5 million and 10% stated interest. So this is our nominal rate, okay, for 4.8. Okay? The bonds have a 5-year term and interest is payable annually every December 31. Nano elected the fair value option in measuring the bonds payable. On December 31, 2027, the fair value, no, of the bonds is 5.5 million. Okay? So carrying amount ng January 1 is equal to 4.8 million. Then apparently, the carrying amount on December 31, which is the same sa fair value, is now equal to 5.5. So nag-increase yung fair value. Kapag nag-increase ang fair value, ayaw natin yun, utang to eh. So ibig sabihin dito, meron tayong loss. Magkano yung loss? The loss is equal, no, to 700,000 pesos. Nung sabi dito, it is reliably determined that the fair value increase comprised of 200,000 attributable to credit risk and the balance to charge or to change rather in market interest rate. Ibig sabihin, if credit risk, no, again, if yung attributable to credit risk is 200,000, see to it na itong 200,000 na to, saan ang pasok? Ang pasok po niyan is sa other comprehensive income. Okay? Ang papasok lang sa P&L is yung residual amount, which is yung market risk. Magkano to? This is equal to 700,000 minus 200,000 or this is equal to 500,000 pesos. So itong 500,000 na yan, yan lang po yung papasok sa profit or loss natin. Okay? So requirement number 1, how much unrealized loss will be presented as part of OCI? 200,000 will be the final answer. Number 2, how much unrealized loss will be presented as part of P&L? 500,000 will be the final answer. And number 3, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds on December 31, 2027? Hopefully that is equal to the fair value, no? That's equal to 550,000 pesos. Okay? Yung lang, 5.5 million pesos. Okay? So that's illustrative problem number 7 and that's the fair value option of measuring bonds payable. Okay? So chat section please. Again, chat section, gets po ba ang fair value option? Okay na po ba tayo sa fair value option? Gets po. Yes po. Clear po sir. Alright, good job guys. So last na lang. Bonds payable, amortized cost. Pero kapag na-gets mo yung kanina, no, na amortized cost, ganun din po to. Okay? So ibig sabihin, tapusin na natin to. Last na lang to. So let's have SORIA notes here on bonds payable. Again, magkaroon tayo ulit ng SORIA notes. Okay, super getsers. Okay, humabol si Bianca. Okay, so here, start ulit tayo sa initial measurement. Again, start ulit tayo, no, dito sa ating initial measurement. Okay? So talking about bonds payable, kapag at amortized cost, again, kapag at amortized cost tayo, initial measurement will be the fair value. This time, pag liability minus transaction cost. Ulitin ko, kapag investment, fair value plus transaction cost. Pero kapag liability, fair value minus transaction cost po tayo. So magkaiba, hindi po siya always plus, hindi rin always minus ang transaction cost. Alright, kapag investment, ina-add po natin siya, pero kapag liability naman, binabawas. Alright, now hear me out. Paano ba i-compute dito yung interest paid? Hindi na receive, no? Paid na ngayon. At saka yung interest expense. Right? So kamukha lang nung kanina. Yung interest paid na yan, yan yung counterpart ng interest received. Ibig sabihin, this is just equal to the face amount times the nominal rate. Interest expense on the other hand, no, yan yung counterpart ng interest income kanina. So, so carrying amount at the beginning yan times the effective rate. Okay? Then the difference between the two, once again, no, the difference between the two is yung tinatawag natin, no, na amortization of what? Amortization of premium or discount. Okay? So, kamukhang-kamukha nung kanina. Kaya kung nag-gets mo yung kanina, sobrang dali na lang nito. Next, punta tayo sa subsequent measurement. Okay? So, the subsequent measurement of the bonds here will be equal to the amortized cost pa din. Kaya nga at amortized cost, di ba? So, amortized cost pa din po ito. Okay? At kapag sinabi nating amortized cost, this is equal to what? This is equal to the carrying amount at the beginning, okay? Plus discount amortization pa rin. Walang pinagbago. Plus discount amortization or minus premium amortization pa rin. So, walang pinagbago. Maliwanag? Then apparently, kagamit-gamit din dito, no? Yung tinuro ko sa inyo na Sorya notes kanina or yung shortcut natin. Right? What will be our shortcut in the computation of amortized cost? So, carrying amount at the end is equal, no, to carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate, then minus this time, hindi na interest received, this time minus interest paid. So, kagamit-gamit pa rin yung Sorya notes na yan. Okay? So, para patunayan na alam nyo na to kahit hindi ko i-discuss, let's move on to illustrative problem number 8. No? So, here in illustrative problem number 8, on January 1, 2027, iCare Company issued 2-year 8%, no? Again, if 8%, that's the nominal rate. With face amount of 1 million for question mark. Price which will yield a 10% effective yield or effective interest. So this is our effective interest, effective rate, cost per year. Interest is payable semi-annually on June 30 and December 31. So if semi-annually tayo, see to it that our nominal rate now, no, will be equal to 8% times 6 over 12 or divided by 2, or this is equal to 4%. Okay? On the other hand, our effective rate will likewise be divided by 2. So 10% times 6 over 12 or divided by 2, this is just equal to 5%. Okay? So dito, mas malaki ang effective. Kapag mas malaki ang effective, we are expecting a discount. Again, here, we are expecting a discount. No? Okay? Then last, number of periods. Ilan po yung number of periods natin? 2 taon nito, no? 2 taon. So, 2 years. Bawat taon, 2 beses kasi semi-annual ang bayaran. So, times 2. So, this is equal to 4 periods. So, we have 4 periods in total. Right? So, kapag semi-annual, don't forget, no, to multiply by 2 the number of years and to divide by 2, right, yung mga rates. Okay? So, now, how much is the proceeds from the sale of the bonds? So, dito, compute muna natin yung interest payment natin semi-annually. So, interest paid is actually equal to the face amount of 1 million times 4%. Or pwede rin naman, no, na this is equal to 1 million. Again, pwede rin naman na this is 1 million times 8%. Again, times 8%, then times 6 over 12. Pareho lang ang lalabas. So, the interest paid here is magkano? Interest paid here will be actually equal, no, to 40,000 pesos. Tama ba? 4 million times 4% is 40,000. Yes. Okay? Now, let's compute. Again, let's now compute, no, the proceeds. Okay? Pag proceeds, yan yung present value. Kasi, kapag bonds payable, nagbebenta tayo. Sabi natin kanina, kapag investment, tayo yung bumibili. Okay? So, dalawang pinipresent value natin, principal and interest. Okay? So, principal natin is magkano? 1 million pesos. Then, yung interest natin magkano? Interest is 40,000 pesos. Okay? So guys, kindly compute. Again, kindly compute the present value of 1 using 5%, effective rate lagi. Using 5% for 4 periods. Chat section, please. Ilan po ito? This is equal to 0. What? Present value of 1 using 5% for 4 periods. Chat section, magkano po ito? This is 0. Guys, nandito ba pa kayo? Nandito pa po ba kayo? This is equal to 0.8227. Good job, guys. While the present value of ordinary annuity on the other hand is ilan? Present value of ordinary annuity naman is ilan? This is equal to 3.54. Okay? Again, this is equal to 3.5460. Okay? So 1 million times 0.8227 is equal to 822,700. And then 40,000 times 3.5460, this is equal to 141,840. Okay? So the present value now, which is our initial measurement, and the proceeds is equal no, to magkano to? This is equal to 964,540. So 964,540, final answer, requirement number 1. Okay? Requirement 2, prepare the amortization table. So meron ulit tayo ditong date, no? January 1, 2027, June 30, 2027, December 31, 2027, June 30, 2028 kasi dalawang taon, no? Then December 31, 2028. Okay? Meron din tayo ditong interest paid. Interest paid semi-annually is equal to 40,000. So 40,000, 40,000, okay? 40,000 and then 40,000 pesos. Okay? Now, interest expense, i-compute natin yan syempre. That's equal to what? That's equal to carrying amount beginning times effective rate. And then, amortization will be the difference between the two. Then last column will be the column for the carrying amount. Carrying amount so far is equal to 964,540. Okay? So 964,540 times 5% lang, 5% lang. Times 5% interest expense will be 48,227. Difference between interest paid and expense will be the amortization, and that's 8,227. Kapag discount, ina-add ang amortization, so 8,227 plus 964,540, this is equal no, to 972,767. Okay? Times 5% ulit. The interest expense is equal to 48,638 minus 40,000. This is equal to 8,638. Then add mo ulit yan sa 972,767. This is equal to 981,405. Times 5% mo ulit. Ang lalabas dito is 49,070. Minus 40,000, syempre, amortization no, will be 9,070. Then plus 981,405. Ang lalabas dito is 990,000. Okay, 475. And then dapat syempre 1 million na to. So force balance ulit no, yung last year na amortization at interest. So this is equal to 1 million minus 990,475. Okay, so minus 1 million. This is equal to 9,000. Magkano to? 9,500. 9,525. 952. Parang mali. Tama ba? Yeah, tama. 9,525. Tama lang. Okay. Then interest expense natin will be equal to 40,000 plus 9,525, or this is equal to 49,525. Once again, hindi natin pwedeng basta-basta i-multiply ito no, ng 990,475, okay, times 5% because ang mako-compute dito is may difference. Try natin. 990,475 times 5%, isn't it? Ang nako-compute mo dito is 49,524. So may difference po na piso. Sayang din yung piso. Rounding off difference lang yan. Okay? Now, apply natin yung shortcut. Ano yung Soriano notes natin? Carrying amount at the end is equal to carrying amount at the beginning times 1 point effective rate minus the interest paid. So calculator please, try nating i-compute yung mga carrying amount using our Soriano notes. Okay? 964,540 times 1.05 minus 40,000 lalabas etong 972,767. Okay? Times 1.05 ulit minus 40,000, lalabas itong 981,405. Okay? Times 1.05 minus 40,000, lalabas itong 990,475. Then times 1.05 minus 40,000, lalabas dito is 999,999 or 1 million. There's a difference of 1 peso due to rounding off of present value factor. Right? So that's bonds payable at amortized cost. Okay? So chat section please. Chat section, clear po ba? Nagets po ba yung bonds payable at amortized cost? Again, nagets nyo po ba yung bonds payable at amortized cost? Clear po. Yes po. Clear po. Super clear po. Alright. Good job guys. Now, before ako magpaalam sa inyo, no, let me promote some of my pages, no, and YouTube channel, right? Bago lang tayo magpaalam. Okay? So nakikiusap po si Pepper, right? Pepper is my baby. Meron po akong baby. Okay? So Attorney Pepper ang pangalan niya, meron po siyang IG account. This is the IG account, no, of Pepper. Sa IG account niya makikita niyo po doon, no, yung day niya, right? Makikita nyo rin doon yung mga baby pictures niya as well as yung mga adult pictures niya. Right? So please paki-follow naman po siya sa Instagram. Also, please follow, no, I Care Accountancy Review on Facebook. Alright? So, meron po kaming Facebook page and that is I Care Accountancy Review. Alright? For future reference, just in case man, no, na meron kaming free webinars as well as if magre-review ka na. Okay? We are the review center po na may pinakamababang fee right now. Right? Nasa 2,000 pesos lang ang review fee namin. As compared sa 20,000, 15,000 ng ibang centers. Kami 2,000 lang. Okay? Then apparently, we do have an upcoming book as well. Right? That's the FAR Reviewer po. Right? Hindi pa po siya available because gusto namin na ito yung parang gusto namin na sobrang sulit kapag binili nyo to. Gusto namin na helpful talaga siya sa mga estudyante. Our goal here is not to make profit. Our goal here is to help, and to cater a lot of students, even in the undergrad, hindi lang sa review. Okay? That's why dito sa libro na to, ang ginagawa namin or ang gagawin namin is may detailed discussion, no? Parang textbook, detailed discussion, then apparently meron kaming mga theory questions and then problem solving na lahat multiple choice and with complete discussion and solution. Alright? So, ang ibig sabihin, hopefully, no, tinatry namin yung best namin para makatulong siya sa maraming undergrad students. Right? So, soon, kindly support our endeavor or this endeavor. Alright? And then, apparently, no, we have actually a Facebook page for that book. So, please follow this Facebook page, sa Facebook pa rin syempre, The FAR Reviewer by Laco, C. Soriano, and Tubay, for future announcement and for future pre-ordering. Thank you po, sir. Random lang po. Silver Lining Playbook sa Netflix. Recommended po. Alright, sige, papanoorin ko yan. Alright. And then apparently, meron din tayong Meron din tayo ditong YouTube page, YouTube, Facebook page. Facebook page ng Accounting Lecture Series. Again, this is the Facebook page of Accounting Lecture Series. And then this is the YouTube page of Accounting Lecture Series. So kindly follow din po and subscribe, So I provide free tutorial and free free lectures, no, sa Math, FAR, AFAR, and Auditing dito sa YouTube channel na to. And link is provided here, The last part, no, or last slide ko is that the best things in life, lagi mo ito tatandaan, the best things in life are worth waiting for, fighting for, believing in, and just never letting go of, So, if may pangarap ka, continue mo lang yan, So, don't ever, don't ever surrender that dream, Because apparently, quitters never win, Quitters will never succeed, guys. So tiwala lang. Mahirap ang accounting, yes. Pero I think worth it to. So hintay ka lang. Magiging CPA ka rin. Hintay ka lang. The best things are yet to come. Parating pa lang yung mga greater things, yung mga best things, na syempre darating sa buhay mo. Okay? So, before ako magpaalam and before I turn over the floor to Queenie, chat section please. May natutunan naman ba? Kahit hindi na marami, no? May natutunan naman ba sa discussion ni Sir Rain about investment in debt securities and bonds payable? Naging clear po ba yung discussion natin? Thank you, sir. Salamat po. Alright. Thank you din. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Meron po. Thank you po. Marami po. Marami po talaga. Yes, sir. Thank you po. Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for inviting me to become part of these review lectures, God bless and see you around. Queenie? Sir Mark, thank you rin po, Queenie?